Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to everyone on live stream. I've got my bro Nii here. It is Chelsea versus Wolves. Preview match for tomorrow's game at 8 o'clock kickoff. Welcome to everyone who's tuning into the stream. And please like the button and subscribe to the channel. And also, my boy Blue Cloud Media as well. He's one of my brethren who's he's a proper Chelsea. He's from far away from America. Literally come onto the stream today. Had meant to have a few more other people come on, but I don't know where they've disappeared to, where they've gone hiding. But make sure you smash the likes and subscribe to the channel and leave comments what you think about tomorrow's game. And we're going to also talk about the Champions League from Wednesday's game as well, because we did a preview on that one, and I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I watched the highlights and it weren't good. But anyway, welcome, Nii, my boy. How are you, my friend? And how's the family and how's life treating you?
Doing well, Dan. You doing all right?
Yeah, not bad, bro. Not bad. Talked to Wednesday night Champions League, Karabag. Enzo Maresca did a few changes to the team. Didn't look good. As the previews before, we played these twice in the Club World Cup when we've gone and dominated them with different managers. But this time it's a Champions League. Once again, the third time lucky away to Karabag again. And Estefao looked sharp. He scored a goal. Yeah, Ganacho scored in the second half. We was 2-1 down. Got a penalty. But not good performance. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, it wasn't a good performance. I think that we're expecting more from Karabakh, but I know we didn't give Karabakh that much of how will I say, respect. If you look at the changes, the more we do so many changes, the more I'll say that our performance. I'm not gonna have that inconsistency performance. We do too many changes. But you could understand some of the players need some rest because we have a long season and we are in almost every competition, which include the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Champions League, Premier League, and any other competition being created there. Chelsea are still in. Enzo Maresca has to tweak things around, be able to make sure the guys are ready and fit to go each and every day. And if you look at the journey before we got to Baku or Azerbaijan, what a long flight it was. It takes a lot of energy away from these players. And we're going to a young team, a team that has been built with only the Azerbaijani players. Only 2 players were coming from Azerbaijan themselves. All the players are foreign players. They've spent quite a lot of money also, not too much, but just one player can. But to them, that investment was a lot of money to make sure they got their season going. But anyway, it wasn't the results that we all expecting or the result that we all looking for. But then, a draw is not that bad. Definitely, I know we'll qualify. We're definitely going to be in the top 8 before the group stages come to an end.
Oh, well, yeah. I looked at the highlights because we did the fireworks night Wednesday night with the family. And I see we was 1-0 up. Then suddenly I looked at the app. It came at like 2-1. We didn't look good. And then when I came in after, I thought I can't be bothered. So I'll just wait till the end of the night when I come back home and see the result on Sky Sports on the TV. And then when I came home about 1:30 at night, went on Sky Sports and it was a 2-2 draw. So I see Ganacho scored a finish to make it 2-2. But after that halfly, no one else did nothing. Tosin looked like he was bad. I couldn't blame Hato. Apparently Hato, he had a bad performance at centre-back. But it's just always changes. There's no balance in our team. No balance. And, it's fair enough. The Champions League, we see like when we was in the Champions League before, where we used to always have our first team squad out in competition in the Champions League and also for the Premier League. But this time, Enzo Maresca did a few changes. Didn't work. Romeo Lavia got somewhere around 18 for the 8th minute. He got injured or something. Was it?
It was a bad injury. From my report, I've been told he's probably going to be gone for a few months. from what I heard. But yeah, Enzo Maresca's report saying that they're still assessing. Few tests are going to be done to be able to come up with a verdict. But what I'm hearing from outside, Stamford Bridge, it might be a few months.
Are you done with Lavia then, Nee? Are you actually done with him? Because like we always seem to have players
I was
always
a long
injured.
time ago. I'm done with him. I'm done with Fofana. Those two players, and soon it's gonna be Badishile.
Mm. Do you think them three have to go in the summer?
Fofana has been decent, but it's all about the clock is ticking when he's gonna get injured again, and he'll be gone for 6 months. But yeah, we need a lot of I'll say serious injection that's in that center back role. Definitely someone has to come in to fill that position because we are lacking. We have too many inexperience at the back. Those that we think have the experience are not good enough. Tosin Adirbayo, he's I think 28, the oldest player in the squad. Is not good enough to be our center back. And with that, I think that we have two young players, which is Achampon and Gerald Hato. And those two are learning. The young players are learning. We cannot chalk them there for them to make too much mistakes. It will affect their morale, or it can affect their their career in the early stages. So we need some experience over there for them to learn from and also grow up to become better center back for us as time goes on.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I agree because I know Hato. He had a lot of experience with all the fans are saying about Hato's had a lot of experience. He was a main captain for Ajax, but it's a totally different cat of a fish from a Dutch league coming to the Premier League. And yes, it is. And also, yes, he did. But he's also played a few games in the Champions League with Ajax, and he did well with them. But my thinking, like with Enzo Maresca, we know Tosin is not a good centre back. We know him and Hato, or if it comes to Tosin Hato or Tosin with Chalobah, that's just them two players don't seem to work and they ain't really strong in that centre back role. Why is it not Enzo Maresca not playing Joshua Champon? Why can't you put Joshua Champon with Wesley Fofana or Joshua Champon with Hato? It always seems to be we've got terrible like toss in defence or Chalobah not working in that system.
Look, Joshua Champon and Gerald Hato are too young. They're way too young to be able to chuck into that position. There's going to be a lot of mistakes there. One, the only time you're going to have a good defense is when you have a center back, or I'll say your defense. You have a consistent defense that plays for a long period of time. That is when you have a strong defense. Right now, when you play two inexperienced center backs, although they've been good in certain games, they could be very poor in another game, and you will not understand because of the inconsistency that Enzo Maresca has been doing with the team this and so far. If you look at the numbers, don't even speak well of what he's doing. But then sometimes you could say it works well. 86 changes so far, the highest in the league in terms of his starting 11. He's made 86 changes in his starting 11 so far in the Premier League at where we are already, 11 games in. So that should tell you the inconsistency that we have at the back. Playing Joshua Champon and Jerry Hato in a game that some people think it might work, maybe on paper in the previous games, they look good. But then maybe the upcoming game, there could be liability for the team. I'm not saying they're not good players. They are good players, but maybe those two are not ready yet to be the pairing for Chelsea games. And what a shame for us to be counting on 21 years old and 19 years old to be our center back. Since when? Since when? So that's why I'll say that they're good, but maybe they're not ready to be starters for Chelsea.
So I agree with what you're saying. So the thought is it? Do you say we're missing Colwell at centre back? This is a big thing that we're missing as a centre back, Colwell, in this team, because I've heard a lot of people say that Colwell makes the totally difference as a centre back in this team, and that's who we're missing in the lineup. What's your thoughts on that?
What's that? What was the question again, Dan? Sorry.
Colwell.
Yeah,
Do you
sorry.
think it?
Yeah.
Do you,
I got a question. Colwell is definitely a big miss because if you look at the whole competition before we won the Club World Cup and Premier League started, Colwell was the leading talisman. I'll say our leading center back player in the Enzo Maresca style of play. Enzo Maresca also required a certain center back, which he did not have, but he trained or he molded Colwell to become that kind of a center back that he was looking for, the ball playing center back, which we saw, a defender like Colwell linking up passes, driving the ball, linking up to Enzo Maresca or Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo. He does that very well. His passes were very accurate, and that's the kind of defender that he was looking for. And all of a sudden, that injury sets in. We're definitely going to struggle without the presence of Colwell because he understands and he plays the way Enzo Maresca want his center backs to play. Tosin doesn't play that way. Fofana has been gone for a long time. He doesn't play that way either. So it will take time for us. But luckily, hopefully, we can get some of these players coming back. We're very, very happy and lucky with Reece James being healthy. He's been playing almost majority of almost our games, something we haven't seen in many years. But Enzo Maresca have made that happen, So Chelsea fans should be happy with that. Also, we might have who else? Dilap also coming in for tomorrow's game. Good things. Some of our players are returning, so that's a plus for the team. Dan.
No, it's a good plus. I think our centre backs role. Colwell is a bigger miss. It is a bigger miss for having Colwell not in the team, but we're going to get a few slight injuries in this team because since the Club World Cup, we're looking more like there's no max fitness in this team, and it's getting dangerous every single game we're starting to play because since they've come back, they ain't really resting. They didn't really get a rest after they had after the Club World Cup. They had two pre-seasons matches. Then they come in to have a game of Premier League. And then the next minute they've got the Caribbean Cup. Next minute they've got the Champions League playing. Then not very long we've got the FA Cup to play soon as well. So can you I understand where Marasca's point of view is, but as to timeline being, if Enzo Maresca don't pull this way to get through to the next round to the Champions League, because I can't see it happening. We've got now a few big games coming up in the Champions League. We've got Barcelona, Napoli, then we've got also some dead team in there, and then I think there some other team in the Champions League. We've got a few tough games in the Champions League coming up. Yes, fair enough. We've got a draw Wednesday against Qarabağ. That should have been a 3-point. But can you see yourself as Enzo Maresca? Is it doing his management tactics on the pitch, changing around to make sure the players ain't getting injured, or is it because he hasn't got Plan B? And every single club now in the world, and including the Premier League, found out his tactics in the Premier League. That's why he's trying to chip and change, because we haven't really seen a full 11, proper 4-11 balanced squad, like playing the same. He hasn't played the same 4-11 week out and week in. It's always changed every single time. 10 or 8 changes every single week.
Yeah, thank you for the question, Dan. I don't think that it is fair when people say Enzo Maresca doesn't have a plan B. Absolutely garbage and nonsense when people say that. He's got a plan B, definitely. We've seen it many times. We've seen it infected, right backs and left back getting to that pivot role, and we've seen different setup against different opposition and different teams. We set up differently when we play against PSG. We set up differently when we play against Paris Saint-Germain. Manchester United. We set up differently against certain teams. So there's a plan B right there. So if people say it doesn't have plan B, that don't really make sense to me. That's absolutely garbage. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, how do you expect a manager to be able to parade the same same team if you keep having red cards and red card upon red card. 5 red cards so far. I'll take Enzo Maresca's red card away. That's definitely you're not going to see similar starting 11. And we have players that are injury-prone players, and he's trying as much as he can to manage those players very, very well. I do understand where some of the fans are coming, some of the fan base are saying. I do understand them, but that cannot be real. You have to understand that this manager is not working with experience and finished players. These are players that are learning. He has to make sure that Estavio Williams, who's just coming from Brazil, first ever to witness winter. He's never witnessed winter before. He has to manage his player very well for him to acclimatize to the weather, for him to play well. We don't know what Estavio Williams' body is going to react to or changes due to the weather condition. Never played in this weather before. So everything we see now is all something new for Estavio Williams. That has to do with management. Estavio Williams has to be managed very well. Whether he plays many games, I'm not going to be sure on how his body reacts to the weather. Also, you're talking about players that they haven't had preseason. They are not much fit. They are not really good right now. Enzo Maresca is trying to get them better to be much fit. Dilap is one of them. He's been out for a while. Alejandro Canacho is also one of them. Jamie Gettins is also struggling. It's very difficult to come up with a consistent 11. It's very, very going to be difficult for every manager because players that are injured, players that are not much fit, players that are struggling to adapt to the Premier League, all these kind of problems are there for a manager to go through. You know, Reece James, we know his injury issues, so we can't play him each and every day. We play him today, the following day, we have to give him some rest for Augusto to come in. And we have to remember, whichever player that is coming from the bench, we have players like Jorge Hato. He plays for the Dutch national team. You have players like Estavio Williams. He plays for the Brazilian national team. You have players like Joao Pedro, Brazilian national team. You have Jamie Gettins, who plays for the English under 21. You have all these players. So there are talents on the bench that comes from the bench to, try and help the team win all 3 points. So it's not like we're bringing in kids that don't do nothing, So it's not that easy.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. But big up to everyone in the chat. Quickly, come into the chat quickly, Nii, because I see a few comments of a few people. Big up to at God of Frogs, 1889. It's been a long time, my brother. Hope you're feeling well, and it's been a long time seeing you in the chat. But peace out and thank you for supporting my channel all the time, my boy, man. Up the Chels. He goes, jar potato in defense. Hatta and Gittins look like certified flops. We still looked frail at the back, even with Colwell. He goes, Colwell is the best ball playing centre back we have, but he was certainly not defensively sound. He had loads of bozo moments in him, much like Roberto Sanchez. We'll come to that after that. I agree on that one. Maresca, we don't have an update on Romeo Lavia at the moment, so we need to wait to see some hours to do all the checks. It's painful, so we need to do the check. That's from Goes of Frogs. Still no update in Lavia injury status. It is obvious Maresca is managing certain players. He admitted it with Joel Pedro, basically saying he isn't able to train like others. Big ups, yeah. Big ups to CFC Gamer 2,300, 2,300. Dan, are you currently Maresca in? Also comes as long as Tossett is benched against Wolves, we will win. Yeah, 100% agree on that one. SFL needs to play week in and week out because Palmer is not fit right now. I totally agree on that one as well.
I disagree on that.
Okay. Maresca needs to stop rotating the centre backs. And I 100% agree on that. Midfield and attack can be rotated, but centre backs must not be changed. 100% on that. Fofana and Josh needs to be the main centre backs. A lot of people agree, and a lot of people have disopinions on that. Chalobah and Tossic should only play FA Cup and League Cup. Both of them are useless defenders. I just straight agree on that. I don't want to see Tosin actually in the centre back, but Trevor Chalobah, he's had his moments, but we'll talk about. And Fofana just needs to be the main centre backs. I totally agree. I agree on
Yeah,
that.
I agree. I don't want to see Tosin again.
It's useless.
He shouldn't kick the ball again. He's not good.
Yeah.
Bad.
Estevao is our most creative and clinical attacker. Therefore, he needs to start most of the games.
Nope.
And God of Frog says, I'm all for Estevao playing more, but maybe not starting every game. He's getting it in most Premier League games.
Welcome back again after watching unpleasant football and recording unacceptable.
Oh, you're right then. Then a bit of VAI subs. That's from God of Fox. Yeah, I just got to comment to we'll comment to a couple of questions what God of Fox said, and also CFC Gamer. I'm not Enzo Marasca out. I'm not Enzo Marasca. I wasn't Enzo Marasca win. I just want a manager that to come to a club to do the private of winning games, winning the league success titles. The main titles that we haven't seen since like 2017, the Premier League. Yes, and a couple of years after that, we won the Champions League with Man City. Yes, he's won he's won major trophy, the Club World Cup, and he also won a Mickey Mouse Cup. People compete saying it's a trophy's a trophy, and I agree. Yes, he's won 2 trophies, so I can't say Enzo Marasca out. The only most thing I'll say why for a minute I'll give Enzo Marasca a bit of time because soon he won the Club World Cup and soon after the transfer the summer transfer market was open. He never got backed in a few things, and I marked this transfer out of 4 out of 10 because the lights he wanted the Liam Delap. We've got Joel Pedro he wanted, and Hato he wanted, and then and some other player, but he didn't want Garnacho and he didn't want Gittins. And the thing is, he never got he was crying out for experienced goalkeeper and an experienced centre back before the Premier League started. He wanted a central defence. And I think I was mistaken. He also wanted another attacking forward. So in the end, we got Mark Gui. He wanted Florian Lopez in, but that didn't happen from Barcelona. But yeah, so then after that, once he did get the central defence, what he was asked for, an experienced goalkeeper, he has to have been rotating with a few injuries with Colwell we've lost, then Cole Palmer we've lost, and then Tosin, Chalobah, and a few others was injured at the time. Then they came back in and he started bedding them in. But I totally agree. I totally agree with the centre backs shouldn't be they shouldn't be changed. They should stay the same. Our best defence partnership, I would say, is Wesley Fofana and I'll probably Joshua Champong. But a lot of people probably say Joshua Champong's not ready. A lot of people will say that to have Trevor Chalobah and Fofana at centre back way. Or we know Hato is a left back, but he can also rotate to a centre back because he's good at centre back and left back. But he's still 19 years of age. And with Estevao, a lot like Nii totally agrees. Estefan shouldn't play in and day out. Nii reckons he should be rotated, but I'll let Nii speak after this. But before I say, where I saw Estefan since we got Cole Palmer, he's been a better outlet on the field than any other player than Garnacho, and Gittins. This kid, yes, is 18, and every single time he scored goals, and I don't get why people say, "Oh, we shouldn't we should start bedding him in, and he's not should be playing every minute." What about Lamine Yamal from Barcelona? No one don't speak about Lamine Yamal. He was the same age, and I think he's only a year older than Estevao. Same age as a year older than Estevao, and look what he's doing at Barcelona. He's playing in day out every single week, and he's only 19. Yeah, Estefao's only 18. It's only a year apart of difference. Estefao should be starting every game. I don't know why Enzo Marasca, you should have Pedro Neto on that left side, then you should have Estevao on that right side, then Joel Pedro in the middle. Yeah, why we haven't got Cole Palmer and then now Liam Liam Delap is back, but he only came back from because he had a suspension against Wolverhampton away and got himself sent off. Then he had a few games. He had a game at Quarterback. He looked sharp, but didn't do much. And we got Wolves this Saturday, and hopefully he could keep his performance with his temper, making sure he don't get no red cards with discipline. But I agree with what people say. Estefan should start, but I want to come with Nee. What's your thoughts on the question so far? And what people's putting in the chat, Nee?
Esteban have been playing minutes, or he's been playing games. Whether he starts or doesn't start, he will get game time. Whether he come back from the bench to play 20 minutes, he always impact the game. He's an impact player. His influence in every game is very, very high. But we have to be very, very careful. Lamine Lamar, it's like you said, I don't care about the age, but he's playing a very, very league system. The league is very slow. It's more technical. They wait until players make move before. But here in the Premier League, no one waits for you to make a move before. They will make the move before you make the move. It's very, very high in intensity and very, very physical. This is a player that I wouldn't say I wouldn't say the Premier League is as physical as the Brazilian league is. Because it's probably similar to the Spanish league because of the tactical flexibility. Chelsea doesn't play like that. Premier League doesn't play like that. They're very physical. And one thing you don't want to do is for him to get hurt. The one example is Callum Hudson-Odoi, Charlie Mosunda, JD Silva, who else? Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I'll start with Callum Hudson-Odoi. We saw that ankle injury that he sustained. He came back and he was never Callum Hudson-Odoi again. We realized that we got to sell him and make money off it. And that's how we saw Callum Hudson-Odoi because of injury. Are we willing to do the same thing with Estavio Williams? I always say I would love to have him around the club or around the team, 75% to play 75% of the games instead of looking for 80 or 90%, because he is young. When he gets any big injury, dude, he can be gone. Our future Ballon d'Or can be gone without us knowing. He cannot recover and play again, because when players get those kind of injury and they retain, they are always scared that they're going to go down again. So they try and shy away from those 50-50 tackles. They stay away. You don't get the best out of the players anymore. That is why I'm saying you have to. We have other players that can come in the game and do a similar thing that he's doing and come off maybe second half. There are games that he's definitely going to start. We've seen him start some games, but I don't want him to be played each and every game. They have to manage his minutes, manage him as a young player, manage Reece James very, very well. That's what I'll say on Estavio Williams.
Okay. Just saw a few chats. I'll come to that. CFC Gamer says, "Nee, why do you disagree though? You just said your point of view there."
Yeah,
it is very clear to see that Gittins, Neto, and Garnacho are very poor this season. We cannot rely on those players, especially against low block. God of Frogs, big ups to God of Frogs. I disagree. I think Garnacho has looked a bit promising. He will look better when Palmer is in at a 10, and if Delap or Neto steps up more in a 9 spot. I think he might have said about, I think he said Joel Pedro in a 9 spot. Look at the Spurs game. Estevao came on and suddenly he created 2 big chances. Neto struggles to break down low block. Neto will help us more when he has space to 1 and 2. God of Frog said Sterling and Chilwell might be deemed surplus to requirement, but you're not telling me Gittin and Hato are better than them. Essentially paying these guys to sit on the silo because nobody wants them. Why not use them? You're never going to ship them off with what they are being paid weekly. I think Ben Chilwell will come to that. I think Ben Chilwell has already been. He's at Strasbourg. He's been sold. Marasca is starting Neto and Garnacho, and then he waits until we are losing the game. He decides to bring Estefan on, but it's too late. game is already lost. I totally agree on that. And then if Cole was fit, then we would create for us to Esteval. We'll not have to play every game, but we are currently struggling to create chances in games. I totally agree, CFC gamer. People have a point of different views. God of Fox, my boy. Big ups to you. Quite a good. You and CFC gamer as well, man. Big ups to you two guys, man. You've come out with some good questions in the chat. See with Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell is no longer at Chelsea Football Club. He's now at Strasbourg. We sold him. I think we sold him last season. Just the transfer. The Premier League started. He's already gone. We still have Raheem Sterling's on the books. He's training on his own every day, every week. He's still on 350k. So we were struggling. We're hearing all this big news about Raheem Sterling going to different multiple clubs like Newcastle, Fulham, and somewhere in abroad, but it's still never happened, and he's still on 350k a week. With Garnacho's, I'm not going to say too much because it's Nice boy. People say a Garnacho performance is meant to be really good. Honestly, true. I've seen this kid, and I've also seen Gittins. Right, both play. They both play the same different type kind of style where you've got Garnacho on the left, right, like, but the guy does nothing after that. He doesn't hardly anything in the whole like 76-minute Garnacho when he comes on, and then also Gittins when he comes on. He could do a bit of dribbling and he could take on players. Yes, and he scored the wonder goal against Wolves, and then he missed a sitter for Joel Pedro to give him, and he skied over the bar, Tottenham. But he's still young, still young players. So yes, I understand. I just think Garnacho, I am not gonna I'm just gonna wait till his performance, because I've heard a lot of Man United fans, couple of man saying, especially my mate Mark, it says when he starts warming up and starts bedding in the formation, he'll come class and he'll start scoring goals for you Chelsea lot. Like what he apparently scored 26 goals for Man United. But myself looking at Garnacho, yes, he might have been a Chelsea player, Chelsea fan when he was a kid. He ain't good enough. He's not good enough for this club, for Chelsea Football Club. And I'm thinking by the end of the season, I think he's gone. And I think also Gittins as well, Nii. I think they'll both be gone. Because if they don't contribute by both them scoring goals by 15, max 15 for this season, both of them 15 to we'll say 15. These both Gittins and Garnacho don't combine 15 goals in all competitions this season. We spent nearly 100 mil on both wingers that ain't providing to score a lot of goals. Yes, we see Gittins scoring now. We've seen Garnacho scoring. If these two don't combine 15 goals at the end of the season, in all comps, they have to be gone, because we need players that are going to be royalty. And people saying how much money we spent. Yes, we spent 2 billion, but we've also we don't talk a lot. We've actually made money back on that.
Give me a second, I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, we also made money back on that. Yeah, where do you think then the 100 million will go? Like, because this 100 million we're spending on getting some Garnacho, if they don't perform, we're going to be back to square one. Because if you've got to understand, Carlo Modric, we're still paying high wages on this guy who's been banned for playing Chelsea, and that's a laughing stock still, right? It's still a laughing stock. He's still at Chelsea, and he ain't getting any games, so he's been banned. Modric, and then that's the guy we didn't really need to have him. We only took him over because Arsenal were doing, and we bought him just to be spiteful for Arsenal. But then he turned out to be a flop as well. Then Jadon Sancho, he was on loan at Man United. He did a few bits at Chelsea. He was outstanding. But then we could have bought him, but he wanted to be greedy. He wanted the same money in Manchester United what he wanted at Chelsea. So the boarders, the owners wouldn't pay that kind of money. So in the end, paid off. Arsenal paid the 10 million fine to Man United for us. So that's Arsenal CX's bitches. Then we get the likes of got rid of Nuno Madueke. So yes, Gittins and Garnacho is a replacement for the likes of Modric and Jadon Sancho. And I think Estefal's probably a replacement for Nuno Madueke. So we've still got a young kind of team. But I'm gonna read the chat, guys, because like I see where you guys are coming from. I think like some of you spot on. Uh, Marasco. CFC Marasco is starting Neto and Garnacho, and then he waits until we. I've already read that. All right. Give cut off. I've already read that. Um, we're just keeping the ball where Neto and Garnacho plays, but when Esfa and Gittins play, we take more risks and get shots off on the goal. Neto is so predictable. All he does is constantly whip in the ball. He has no creativity and flair on the wings. Estefan needs to start games and kill off them games, then bring Neto and Garnacho on for 60 minutes. I totally agree on that. God of Frogs. Who should start on the left then? All Gittins has his pace. It's more logical to use Gittins as a super sub. Yep. I say that, yeah. But Gittins has had a few okay performances a bit against 10 men Ajax who are nowhere near what they are used to be, and then relegation candidate Wolves. Yeah, we could say that. And I'm telling you now, if Estefan does not start the Wolves game, we will lose that game because we'll struggle to break that low block. We need the X factor. If not, we'll lose. Like and subscribe, people. Thank you, CFC Gamer, for that, bro. Yeah, man. And then Modric is probably better than Gittins, and he is as well. Yeah, 100%. I say that. Yeah,
and subscribe.
So, what's your feelings, Neil, on this kind of stuff? Then, what we're saying then?
Look, Alejandro Garnacho and Jimmy Gittins are two different kind of players. One is suitable for a low block, and the other one is very, very suitable for a team that have so much space in the back. But if you look at the two players, who's likely to get you more goals in the 18? It's definitely going to be Alejandro Garnacho, 95%. Alejandro Garnacho gets you goals. He's more, let's say, when he gets in the 18, you know, highly definitely going to get you a goal. Jimmy Gittins is not that kind of a player. He dribbles, though, but he doesn't take chances. Either he dribbles and lay the passes out to somebody else to finish. But Garnacho wants to go. That's why he suits the way we play instead of Jim Gittins. I'm not saying that, but there are certain games you expect that Gittins have to start because of a low block. But then if you play teams like City, teams like maybe it depends. The teams that attack you highly with a high line, then you need Garnacho to be your starter. So those provide different attributes in the way we play, or they play differently. Both are good, but Garnacho is more fit in the Premier League. Like I said, I always go in for Premier League experience instead of someone from different league who's trying to adapt to the culture of the English game. He could be an English, but he did not really develop himself more. We didn't see him much when he was with City. He didn't really do much in the Premier League compared to what he did in the Bundesliga. And we know what Bundesliga provides when they join the Premier League. They struggle. So, yeah, that's why I'm always going to go for Garnacho on the left-hand side instead of Jamie Gittins.
Okay, good. And after when I'm going to bring in DJ. I hope he's probably heard a few things of this. But big ups to DJ Saf in the house anyway. Welcome to the live stream. By Chelsea Wolves. We've been talking about Karabag. We've been talking about Gittins and Garnacho's performance, and then then Wednesday's game went really well. We've been talking about the centre backs, who's the partnership that should be for a long time. Why Carl Well's out injured, because I don't want to see Tosin in there. Then we're going to do the prediction of everyone's lineup, their level of lineup. Then we're going to do the scores. Then we're going to talk about Wolves as well for Saturday's game because thing. But yeah, big ups to DJ. So what's your thoughts on Gittins and Garnacho, DJ? What on their performance? Would you think? Because I'd said to Nii, and I'm also the chat, yeah. We need to see much better in. We need to see better in Gittins and Garnacho's performance. I want to see them combining at the end of the season, especially in all comps, about 15 goals in all comps. If they don't do 15 goals, would you say they have to be gone in the summer, and we could find out some more experienced wingers that will reduce the goals? Or do you think Esteval as well should start more games than Pedro Neto, or do you have Pedro Neto at the left side, then have Esteval, then have Garnacho and Gittins on the bench? What's your thoughts on that, pal?
Yeah, big up, guys.
Big up.
Big up. Thanks for having us. Sorry, I'm coming on late, mate. I didn't
That's
see
all right,
your
mate.
link, brother. Surprisingly, I got back home and I dosed off to sleep for a little while, bro. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Listen, good thought, good questions there. I'm gonna start with the first question. What was the first question? Garnacho and Gittins, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, Garnacho and Gittins, I'm not going to sit here and say both players need to leave in the summer. I'm not going to say that at all. I think we've got to assess them. I do believe everyone will be assessed at the end of the season. I think it'll be too early to say right now to say get rid of Gittins or get rid of Garnacho. I think for me, they do need to they need to step up. Both do need to step up. I mean, look, I know Garnacho's got us a couple of goals, Gittins has got us a goal as well. But for me, sometimes I just don't like the body language of Garnacho. I'll be real with you. I know players don't like being substituted. I can understand that, right? They don't like being substituted, right? However, when other players get substituted, you don't see them sulk off like he sulked off in the last couple of games every time he gets substituted in the game. And that's the reason why Maresca's substituting, because obviously he's already seen something he's not liking after a while, because he seems to be one of them players that we all know this guy's he's full of talent. We all know this sitting on this streamer. We all know this kid has got, he's got the talent. He's got tons of it. But I think what he does though is he doesn't show that. He only shows that in drips and spams for me. He doesn't show that a full 90 minutes of a match. And I think that's my disappointment. He doesn't also come back either. I mean, if you look at Esteval, right? If I compare all the wingers that we're talking here, at least Esteval comes back, and Pedro Neto, they both come back when they need to come back to help defensively when they need to. I never see those two. I never see that with Gittins or Garnacho. They just stay in one place and one place only. It's like okay, we're only here to play one position and that's it. So for me, they need to be an all-round players if they want to continue playing to this Chelsea team. All right, but I'm not going to sit here and say they should be gone, as I said in the summer. I think every player needs to improve, and those two for sure need to improve, because we all know what will happen, bro. That this ownership will not hesitate but to sell them. They'll get rid of them. Yeah, and and for me, look, they need to be given time. Okay, and let's see if they can come. They can come good. They've got the remaining of this season to show something. And if there's still no improvement in them, then obviously, it will be assessed. As I said, everyone will be assessed in the summer, including the manager himself, because we all know what this ownership are like. I mean, there's already a lot of talks coming out about Irola possibly being our next manager as well. I don't know how, now I know people can sit there and say and laugh and say, oh, it's not true, it's not true, it's not true. But I think we've seen several stories of this now coming out in the last couple of weeks. Irola seems to be the manager they're looking. I've also heard that Cesc Fabregas is another option, who I actually don't mind. I don't think he's a bad shout either, to be honest with you. If we can get him coming to the club, if they decide to ever do that. But for me, look, I'm not here to say to get rid of Maresca. I'm not saying that Maresca out. But I have to say one thing: his decision making sometimes in games does worry me. The substitute changes that he makes. I mean, a team against Carabao the other week on Wednesday. I don't know what happened there. And I think he's the only manager to break records as well, bro. Was it 85 changes he's made out of every other manager in the top flight football since he's been at Chelsea? I mean, that for me is too long. You need to have a team, okay, at least have a steady back four. Now, he can sit there and say Levi Colwill. We could say here Levi Colwill probably would have been a player that would probably staying in his back four defence had he been fully fit, and another alongside him, right? Now, I know, including Nii, because I was watching the other day, I know Nii was saying some of the players, including Chalobah, they don't think they're good enough. They need to go. I for one disagree on that. I think Chalobah, in fact, after Levi, I think he's probably been our better centre back at the club. I think he's been him and Fofana. Okay, I think when he's come into the team, has done very well as well. Okay, and Hato, a lot of fans are getting on this kid's back after his mistakes the other day. I don't think I'll be honest with you, bruv. I don't understand why. I mean, he had Tosin alongside him, who I actually find an unreliability, to be honest with you, at Chelsea. Okay, and he's gone and conceded. He went and he done mistakes, but he's got Tosin alongside him. Now, Tosin is supposed to be our centre back of what? Of experience.
Experience. Yeah.
Yeah. And what did he do in that game that day, mate? He was no help there. Where was he when Hato conceded him? When Hato was there, he should have been there to help the kid out. But again,
100%.
he's unreliable. Do you know what I mean? And then Achimpong, tell me, why is Josh Achimpong being dropped? What's this kid done? Again, alongside a lot for me, he's been our best centre back as well. Since he's come into the Chelsea team, at the age of what, 18, 19, I think he's been one of our better centre backs at the club. But he drops him. Didn't even play him against Carabao the other day. I don't understand why. So there's a lot of things that are happening, you know. I mean, a lot of things are happening within the team, I say, right? And look, Maresca needs to sometimes look at his situation as well and ask what his best 11 is, and try to make not too many changes in the team, because too many changes you make, these players, how are these players supposed to have a communication with each other if you're going to carry on changing the back line, changing the midfield, changing this and changing that? At some point you are going to need a team. Okay, at least you should know who your back four are at this moment in time in the team, and stick with it for a while and see how it all goes. But no, he makes changes again and again and again and again. So look, you know, he's a bit of both. Okay, and but hopefully we'll obviously we'll obviously do well against Wolves on Saturday, and we need to.
100%. I 100% agree, DJ. What you said. So Nii and DJ, with Joshua Champong, why he's not playing? Do you think because the way we've seen Joshua Champong in couple of games, when they first came back against Liverpool, we saw Tosin got subbed off because of a bit of a start injury, and then we saw Joshua Champong go off after. Do you think they still got quite like a bit of injury issues? That's why he's not playing Joshua Champong regularly in a couple of games, because we haven't really seen him like play a lot in them games. So what's your thoughts on that? Then after we'll do the prediction players. Nee, I'll go with you first, Nee, and I'll go with DJ. I already said. You already said, what about Joshua Champong's injuries? Like, what about you?
It's not just injury. He's managing young players, and just like you said, the changes are high, very very high. But there's no way you can have a consistent 11 when there are so many injuries and red cards. You're not going to have that consistent 11. Lavia in and out, Chalobah red card went in and out. Glab injured. He would have been starting many of our games, but because of that, we have to call McGee, who also is not good enough, in and out. So defensive unit also, there are certain games that we just want to see some of the French, the reserves also coming in to take part. I mean, it's a long season, so we're definitely not going to see it, but it's too much. It's too much. The inconsistency in our team that is costing us our games. We can't have consistent results either, because if you're parading different center backs or different setup in every game, how do you expect the team to have a very strong backbone? And the backbone is a defense. Goalkeeping department, we're good over there for now, but then the center back, the right center back, and left center back has very very huge issue there, which we have to tackle. So that's the reason why we don't see a Champong or Jerry Hato and two players, as we all think that maybe they could be starting against a Karabakh. They are inexperienced, very very highly inexperienced. They could be good. A Champong, who we know we've seen him produce good performances in certain games, but we can't rely on 19 years old or 20 years old to be the regular center back for us. They definitely have to come out from the bench, and I think everyone was expecting a champion to start against the Karabakh. It would have been nice, but I don't know the reason behind it. Only Enzo Maresca would have told us.
Okay, oh, that's good. Well, I agree a few things. But I'm going to do something funny now. Right? I'm going to do something fun. I'm going to play it hard for you guys. Say Enzo Maresca wasn't the manager for the Wolves game, and we had the assistant coach. I think is it Caballero, who's the assistant coach, who's the sidelines when Enzo Maresca that day got sent off from got sent off, didn't he? Got sent in Caballero. I think it was Caballero for the Wolves game. He was the assistant. Why Enzo Maresca was sitting on the sidelines on the team. If say the team now, who do you think? What's your prediction for the lineup, Nii? With the goalkeeper, we'll go with you with the 4-11, then we'll go with DJ afterwards. So you predict?
I'm going with Robert Sanchez in goal post. On the right hand side, I'm going. I know Enzo Maresca will definitely going to rest Rhys James. He's been playing 2 games consistently on that right hand side, so we'll go with Gusto on the right hand side. In the right center back, I'll go with Wesley Fofana if he's fit and there's no injury. I'll go with Fofana on the right center back. Left center back, I'll go for Trevor Chalobah to come in and play the left center back. On the left hand side, the left back. I'll go for Marc Cucurella. Cucurella will come because Gusto will be on the right hand side. If we need in the second half, we can bring in. We want to start this game very well. So second half, if indeed we have to bring in Hato to come in and play some of the game in the left back, that's fine. I'll start with in the pivot role with the normal players that starts all the time, Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. Up front, I'll put Joao Pedro, who plays behind the striker. The striker will be Liam Delap. On the left-hand side, I'll go with Alejandro Garnacho. And on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, I will go with right winger will be Joao Pedro. So this is my lineup.
Okay. What about you, DJ?
Yeah, bro. Interesting lineup there. Not bad. I can see when he's winning with that one. And listen, some of the stuff that I'll go with. Look, some of it like he's actually said. So for me, it's going to be Sanchez in goal for sure. I think my left back will obviously be Cucurella. My 2 centre backs will be Josh Achimpong and Wesley Fofana. My right back, obviously, because as we all know, he's going to rest Rhys James in this game, so it's going to be Gusto. My midfield will be I'm going to go with Enzo Fernandez. Obviously, Caicedo is going to be in there to be one of the midfielders. And I'll go with Esteval as number 10. On the right side, I'll play Neto. On the left side, I'll go Garnacho. And up top, I'll go with Liam Delap.
Oh, so you've gone with Liam Delap. That's not bad. I think mine's going to be my goal. I'll just do CFC's gamers first. He's gone Sanchez, James, Fofana, Chalobah, Cucurella, Caicedo, Enzo, Estefel, Gittins, and Neto and Joao Pedro up front. That's CFC gamer. Well, potential lineup, it's going to be Sanchez in goals. It'll be Rhys James at right back. I'm going to go with Joshua Champong. Then I'll go with Wesley Fofana. I don't want to see Caicedo or Tosin in this Wolf game because the way I saw them two play the Wolves away in the Caribbean Cup, them two didn't look really sharp together in that two-pair lineup. I'll go Cucurella at left back. I'm thinking he might rest Enzo Fernandez this game. I think it'll be again Andrew Santos. I think I'll go with Andrew Santos and Caicedo in that pivot in that middle. And then I think he'll go Esteval, William. Then I think he'll go with Joao Pedro in a 10. Then he'll have probably Gittins on the left hand side, and I'll go with Liam Delap up front for this game. And I think Enzo and Norat will be on the bench. I think he'll come on in the second half. So that's my prediction. But if anyone else in the chat want to put their predictions, team lineup, put it into the chat, and what I'll do, I'll just save CFC gamers, and I've just written down Nii and DJs as well. So Nii, the lineup you predicted for Wolves on Saturday for tomorrow's game 8 o'clock kickoff. If that team does come into to Enzo Maresca, what's the score? Your score going to be for that?
You talking my score prediction?
Yeah, your score.
I'm going 2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea with
Going
your
2-1
lineup.
Chelsea.
Yeah. I know DJ don't do scores. Is your lineup going to be a win, DJ?
Yeah, 100%, bro. 100% win, as always.
For the performance, I would like to say a win against Wolves, but where I saw we played the Wolves away and we could when we was 2-0 up, we could sit when we went to was it 3-0 up? Was it 2 or 3-0 up? They came back in the game and could equalise, but we won 4-3 in the end. I'll share. I'll game share that. That's the stage, yeah. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So well, not bad. It's that's working. So what I'm gonna do, yeah, because we've now seen the team line. This is much better. I'm gonna say a win. I'm gonna be positive here. I'm gonna say a 3-1 Chelsea. Nii and DJ.
Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
3-1 Chelsea. Yeah, 3-1 Chelsea.
Yeah, I went for.
Yeah, that's. I mean, what I don't see why we can't. Listen, I know last time in the cup game it was a different. We allowed them back in the game, but I cannot see us making. I'm sure you would think they would have learnt their mistakes from that game against Wolves in the cup recently. So I'm hoping that they'll come into this game stronger. Yeah, we can put them to the sword early, mate. An early goal would actually, for me, will be the start. And we get an early goal against them. Okay, I think we could. I really think we can time. I think we can really do them over more than 2 or 3 goals, mate. But we need to score early, though.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. What about you, Nii?
Yeah, we need to score early. I see a goal in the first half and a goal in the second half, and their goal will come in probably early stages of this second half.
Yeah. I say we do need to score. I think if we can score the first goal, CFC Gamer said it'll be a 1-0 Chelsea, and he also said Estefan will score the goal. The way we played against Wolverhampton away at their ground in the Caribbean Cup, we should have finished and buried that game. And in the second half, we ended up falling asleep, and they went and gone and scored a few goals. Obviously, if Pedro Neto does start, because I didn't put Pedro Neto in my lineup, I put Gittins at the left hand side. If I want to see Pedro Neto actually performing well, because we could see Neto doing it. We can actually see Neto performing. And Joel Pedro, yes, he scored a goal against Tottenham. He didn't score in the Carabao. So hopefully we can see these lot performing very well tomorrow at Stamford Bridge, because this is a home game. And then Garnacho did actually broke his goal record in the UEFA the Champions League on Wednesday, because since he hasn't scored the UEFA European goals since Man United, like about 4 or 5 years ago, and he broke his record to score again in the UEFA. If Garnacho does score, if Garnacho does start, I want to see a good performance on Garnacho, because we've seen him at United. He can do it, but we need to see more regularly how to score goals. Like if he could score good goals, yeah, and he's got a better team at Chelsea than Man United. So by paper, if you look at our team, we do have a good solid squad. But I just want Enzo Maresca to sharpen his ways and start being a bit of discipline on his players and start actually saying to the players, yeah, no, nothing stupid, especially like Liam Delap and DJ, because when Liam Delap soon come back from his injury and he came on, what did he go and do? Get himself sent off. So he needs to tell Liam Delap tomorrow, if he starts the game, you need to keep your head up and no stupid business, no stupid getting sent off in gameplay, and that including the rest of the players, because I think it's one more red card, they'll get a fine. Is it one more, Nii or DJ?
Yeah, I think what they got now, it's around about 6 red cards in total, including the manager as well, isn't it? I mean, you know what, you're spot with everything you're saying there, Dan. I think for me, the only thing what I'll say to you that is how the players are supposed to listen to a manager when he gets himself sent off, bro. I know it's not a what you call it thing to say. Obviously, the players have got to do, but and I mean, look, the day when he got sent off, it was more of a passion thing that day, and I think he was stupidly, unnecessarily got sent off for no reason. For me, Maresca, I don't think it was. I think sometimes the football needs to sometimes hold back on doing stupid red cards, and that was a stupid red card to give a manager because he decided to go celebrating with his players, and I don't understand what he did wrong in that day. Why on getting a red card. But unfortunately, he got the red card. And then when you got players that are looking at that and looking on, and Delap, we all know what stupid Delap was against Wolves in the cup game, mate. And you hope now that he'll learn from that. But unfortunately, when you got a young team, bro, as we do, you would think discipline should be more with youngsters than it would be with the older head there. But unfortunately, the youngsters don't think. And it'll be nice tomorrow.
Comment, and subscribe.
It'd be nice tomorrow if we can actually win this game. I'm going to be there obviously tomorrow because obviously late kickoff tomorrow. But we're going to be going down as normal as always. And I'm hoping tomorrow we get the team provide the team do give us what we want tomorrow. They go out there and perform tomorrow, because I do believe if we win tomorrow's game, we can go into this league. Can we go into the league? I do believe we can go second, possibly.
Yeah.
In a week, or maybe third or fourth, or top 4 at least, something like that.
Yeah.
Before international break. So we need to put on tomorrow, and the players need to make sure they keep their heads and stay on the pitch. So the manager needs to drill that in their heads before the match. We know what Wolves are like, and they'll know how to get at the Chelsea players as well. They're going to come there with no manager as well. So the other thing is, people turn around and say, "Oh, it should be an easy victory." But what people got to remember is these players will be obviously wanting to make an impression, because we don't know who could be in the crowd at Chelsea. There could be the new manager, the new Wolves manager, watching on from the crowd. So these players are going to want to step up to make sure that they get into the team when this guy comes in, where the gaffer's going to be. So they're going to also step up as well tomorrow. We've just got to make sure we're alert and we do it. Because if we don't, and we lose the concentration levels, go down, then we could be in trouble.
100%. You're right. Nii, yeah, it's 8:46. I think you got to get ready for another stream, ain't you? Do you want to quickly big up for you, Nii, to coming on the stream, bro? It's nice to have you on the stream and being supportive.
Big up
me
to
and Nii. Do you want to quickly shout out your YouTube channel? How do I put you in first place? How do I do?
I know a lot of you. It's BCM Sports, Nii Zion. So yeah, guys, join me and then have fun. That's all we do over there. I've not been doing live stream lately. It's just a video upload. So yeah, check the channel out. Thank you all for Dan. Thank you for having me. And DJ, guys, enjoy the rest of the evening.
Yeah, and
you too, bro. Big up to you. Big up to you as well.
Big up to you, Nii, bro. Thanks for coming on.
I'm trying to eat a banana here. I can't even eat a banana. That's all I've had.
God,
this
mate.
morning.
You've been busy,
very
bro.
Yeah.
Well, you're not eating or something.
I was ready, man. As soon as I joined, Dan went live, and I was like, Dan, man, I haven't eaten. I got peanuts in my hands. I can't even eat it because I can't eat on your stream, and I keep having one and then bite into it to keep giving that energy. I'm just empty right now. But I'll talk to you guys, some other time, Dan.
Yeah, we'll
tomorrow.
we'll do a group call. If you're not doing the watch long tomorrow, Nee, I might be doing a watch long. So if you want to fancy jumping on a watch long with me tomorrow, I'll be doing one on it tomorrow.
I told you, I'm not
doing a
watch along. Do that.
Oh, okay.
I don't when I'm doing watch along because the stream is always behind, and you ahead of me. You always ruin it. You always
we have
ruin the
to.
watch along.
Well, we'll have to figure out how to set a time.
All right.
Big up. Oh, big up. Anyway, peace out, Nee. Peace out, Nee. But everyone, like, subscribe to the channel. Big up, sir. I don't know where Bobby Smoke's signal is. I've been fighting him.
Come on.
No, I've been fighting him. He said he put a thumbs up that he'll come on. He'll come on today, tonight. Also, Jesse, Chelsea Jesse, but also sent him a link, and he ain't turned up. Alan's not well. I think Alan's still not well, so he's still recovering. So
yeah,
but yeah, I've got a few good, a lot of people in the comments for support. Big ups to everyone who's supporting.
Yeah, smash the like and subscribe, people.
So we got CFC Gamer. Dan, can you do the lineup for the Wolves game? I've just done that. That's his team. He went 1-0. 1-0. Estefel to score. He goes, I don't want to see Gusto starting because Wolves has pace on the counter. Reece needs to be there to stop their transitions. When Reece plays with Fofana, we are solid. That's what I want to see. I 100% agree on that. Yes, but if Man City and Liverpool draw, we do stay second in the Premier League tomorrow. Because it's Liverpool Man City, isn't it? It's Liverpool Man City this weekend.
Yeah, it's a massive game, mate. Yeah,
massive game. Yeah, is that on a Sunday kickoff? Isn't it?
I think it is, bro. I think it is. As much. You know what, Dan. As much as I want to see Manchester City and Liverpool draw, I do. It seems like this fool of a pundit in Jamie Carragher's found his voice again in putting Chelsea down, right? Because his team have won the last couple of games, so he's got chest all of a sudden to come out and put Chelsea down. I really hope Manchester City wipe the floor at them this weekend for that reason. Yeah, and take them back in that way, because at the end of the day, he kept quiet for how many weeks? He said nothing when his team was playing crap. Right, all of a sudden Chelsea have a draw, not a loss, by the way, a draw against Karabakh, which we all know. Let's all be real here. As Chelsea fans, we know standards wise that was a crap result for us, because we hold our club as higher standards than a flipping draw against Karabakh, right? Okay, but for him to come out and say what he did today or a couple of days ago, all right, saying it was something to do with. Oh, they only Chelsea are Chelsea only a team now that are just there for buying plays and not or something like that. And I'm thinking to myself, bro, you got a big chest all of a sudden, mate. Your team has been crap. The last couple of weeks, your team has not been performing. A couple of good results, all of a sudden you found your chest again, mate. This is why I hope to
two
games.
Two games, yeah. They're lucky to beat Real Madrid.
The floor with them for that reason. That's why I can't stand them. That's why I can't stand them for that reason, bruv.
I 100% agree, DJ, because they beat Aston Villa by 2-0.
Yeah.
Then they were lucky to, like you said, you was watching that, and they were lucky to beat Real Madrid as well. Real Madrid should have got a penny in it.
Yeah, well, to be fair, Courtois did keep. To be fair, Courtois did keep Real Madrid in that game, bruv. I mean, Liverpool. I'm not taking away their performance against Real Madrid. They did well.
Yeah.
I'm only peed off because all of a sudden he's found chest to talk. All of a sudden, his big mouth to go on to go and come out what he comes out with. Yeah. Okay, because Chelsea have drawn a game against Karabakh, so all of a sudden he's found his voice again to put us down. And he was the same guy that was commentating against the Tottenham game, by the way, and building us up. This and that, and all of a sudden we have one draw against Karabakh, and we've become like crap again overnight. Your team's been crap for the last flipping 5 or 6 weeks, mate. Apart from Villa and bloody and Real Madrid, you've been crap. You know what I mean? In between, they got that one victory in the Champions League against Ajax Frankfurt. Yeah. Other than that, Brentford wiped the floor with them. You know, we done them over. United have done them over. I mean, you know, what's this guy? That's what I'm trying to say, mate. That's why I've got no time for Liverpool for that reason, bro.
Jamie
Arrogant fan
Carragher,
base, bruv.
yeah, 100% agree, DJ. Jamie Carragher is one of them guys who is really salty about Chelsea Football Club. He's a guy that he hates that much. We must have hated him because he never won the Premier League with Liverpool, and to talk out nonsense about his last year, they're performing well. They're back to winning 2 games, 1-0 against Real Madrid. But Real Madrid don't look the same. And I don't think that Alonso is a good criteria manager for Real Madrid. And I don't think he'll be staying there for long. If the results don't go, Liverpool, he says Liverpool 3, Man City 3.
He wants to be a draw. Big up to you, game.
Yeah,
I know you want it to be a draw, bruv. I only want Liverpool to lose, mate, because of Jamie Carragher, mate. That's the only reason. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, I'd rather see, and besides, I'd rather see Manchester City win the Premiership than Arsenal, you know, if we don't win it. So, you know, in that kind of like way. But yeah, but go on anyway, bro. Sorry.
I'm going to ask the chat. Big ask to the chat. I just want to ask tonight one question: Is London blue, or is Arsenal is London blue, or is Arsenal red? Because I just want to. I've been watching so many different YouTubes, and a big ups to Big Six because Mati and Turkey and all that lot do this back your chat, right?
Yeah.
And once I come back from having my operation after 6 weeks, and I come back on stream again, and when I'm fully well, and fully recovered, and I'm gonna pay for the StreamYard, I'm gonna do back your chat. I'm gonna get a few rifle fans on here, right? Because I want to get an Arsenal. I'm gonna get Deji Spurs as well, and I'm gonna get you as well, DJ, a Chelsea.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get a few Londoners to. I want to know if they could back their chat if London is red or if London is blue. Because if Arsenal go win the Premier League this season, they say if they win the Premier League, because they reckon they're winning a quad this season, and I don't think they are. And I've had a few of my mates. who are an Arsenal fan come up to and speaking to me saying London is always going to be red because of the history, yeah, because you're Champions League, but we've got more FA Cup. Could you see if they go win the Premier League? Because they said if they go win the Premier League this season, they will be bigger than Chelsea with more Premier League titles.
Well, it depends on how you look at it, Dan. You see, I keep the reason why I'm going to defend this to the bitter end right here. Now, I know we've had this back and forth conversations with some of the Liverpool fans as well regarding Premiership, regarding Barclays League Division titles back in the day, right? Yeah. Now, if we're going to go by that, then of course, yes, Arsenal, Manchester United, and Liverpool have more than Chelsea because in that era they won. They were the 3 teams dominating the old days back then. Yeah, between them, right? But if we're going by the new era of the Premiership, and this is what I keep saying about the new era, since it came in as the Premiership, right? Liverpool 2 Prem titles, Chelsea 5, Arsenal 3. Okay, and Manchester United, I do believe, are on. What are they on? United, are they on 3 as well? I think.
On 3, yeah. On 3,
I think Manchester City have got the most. Out of all of us, right? Yeah, but we're alone counting the London clubs. There's other clubs out of it, right? Chelsea are far superior than Arsenal, and Arsenal fans can't accept. And this is what I keep saying in that way. I'm going by the Premiership format, right? Chelsea, of course, have got more titles than Arsenal in every format ever. 5 Premiership titles. Arsenal have got the 3, and I'm already reading. I'm already reading on Twitter, and I'm also on X. Sorry, I'm also hearing fans actually saying, "Oh, you know what? Already assuming the title's theirs, already talking about parades. Already Arsenal, you already jumping the gun because they've already won the title, bruv. This is what I'm trying to say about the Arsenal fans. They jump so quickly thinking they're going to win the title. Now we all know this, and I said it before, I don't trust them to go and do it because I don't like them for one. And secondly, I don't trust them to stay to actually stay in the mix for so long because we all know after a certain time they get a couple of losses and the other teams start picking up points. Yeah, it's me one of those where they'll come back again towards the end to fight, but then they'll be too late. Man City or Liverpool will come in and take the title, as they always do. right? so in that way, yeah, they're always going to be in it. For me, they're going to be the bridesmaids of the Premiership or Arsenal, yeah. So until they actually start going, and listen, they can go and say, oh, well, even if they win the Champions League, bro, all right, you got to go and win it twice before you can even say you're better than Chelsea, because you've only done it. Because if you go and say go and do it this season dramatically, say surprise, surprise, you go and win it this season, you've only done it once. We've done it twice, right? Yeah. So in that kind of like way, bro, yeah, they could, this is the thing. Arsenal fans, they talk, they jump too quickly. So I mean, for them to already start saying, "Oh, should we start doing, we got to start doing our parades?" And I'm thinking to myself, "My God, are you guys so arrogant or what? You think you're just going to walk the Premiership now? Do you? It ain't going to work that way." Listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking them because they've done really, really well. And this is what, before Arsenal fans come at me and that are watching this, I don't deny you guys have been doing well this season. I don't deny you guys have conceded the less goals this season. I'm not denying any of that. But we all know Arsenal being Arsenal, as you guys like to always say, Spursy. I always like to say Arsenal, because every time you us come near the time of the Premiership, guys, you guys back out, mate. Yeah, you always lose. So that's how I'm looking at it from that angle, perspective point of view in that way. Yeah, they've got to show this whole season they've got to last. They've got to last the pace, mate. And we all know towards the very end, Arsenal was despite how deep their squad is, right? They will always have a couple of main bad injuries to some of their players. If Saka's out and you got Madueke, do they honestly truly think that Madueke is going to come in and be the next Saka at Arsenal? Because I'm already seeing that from Arsenal fans. Oh, we got Saka 2 now on the bench. Really? So now all of a sudden Madueke's become Saka, has he? What an insult on poor Saka that is. Because I actually rate Saka very highly. Because I do. I think he's a top player, mate. But to actually call Madueke Saka 2, I'm like, nah, mate, what you guys doing here? You know what I mean?
Well, they've got Sunderland tomorrow.
Yeah, that's not going to be an easy game, by the way.
And they haven't got Godquest. They haven't. I think Martin Odegaard's out, and I think Saka might be out because he picked a slight injury in the Champions League.
Yeah, I know Gabriel Jesus is back in training. I know
Yeah,
that.
Gabriel Jesus.
That's obviously vital for them in that way. But I don't think whether he's ready to actually start a game is another thing. He's back in light training. I know that.
I just hope Sunderland could do something against them tomorrow. I hope they could beat them, get them a second loss, because I can't have these Arsenal fans thinking they're such because like CFC Gamer, we know London is blue because we've won it. The thing with Matisse, what he should have done this year, we've won every single competition. We've won it all. And once I come back, cheers for saying get well soon as for that as well, CFC Gamer. Once I come back from my thing and when I pay the StreamYard, I'm gonna have a lot of things on screen share, and also I've got loads of pictures to show everyone. In the last 20 years, last 20 years, we've got we've won more trophies. And I know that picture what you like with Thiago Silva swearing at Anthony.
How can I forget, bruv?
Yeah,
that's your favourite picture, mate.
Yeah. Well, I ain't got that now. I've got Thiago Silva swearing at Marco Arteta and the Arsenal fans, winning the Club World Cup. So once my studio come out, I'm gonna put that picture up for you, DJ.
That's gonna be. I can imagine what that. I can imagine that's already gonna look like, bro. If it's anything like Thiago Silva's one, mate, against the referee, mate, that's just something else, that is, bro.
That's for brilliant. But so I've got a few things. Man City will win the league. I said Man City will win the league this season, and I'm gonna stick with my words. 100%, I agree on that. You ain't winning the league with Martinelli or Gardes and Godquest or Focus, more like I say, Ficus. He's crap at Arsenal, man, and they're bigging him up. He's gonna get over 30 goals this season, and he's better than Erling Haaland. At least like Arsenal fans on crack or some speed. How could he be better than Erling Haaland? The guys, do you know Erling Haaland this season so far is on 24 goals already?
Yeah, mate. He's found
24.
Form again,
he's found form.
He's found again, mate. He's going back to Erling Haaland. We all know from when he first came to the Prem, bro.
Yeah.
He's a goal scoring machine, bro. The guy can't stop scoring goals, mate. What a player.
100%. Yeah, God of Fog, I totally agree. I don't think we'd be doing it. This is what I mean, Deed. Like last night when we was in the group on the WhatsApp group chat, we had the Man United fans saying the amount of money of 1 billion spent, we should be going and win the league. How could we go win the league with a bunch of kids on our team that haven't got a proper lot of experience, like Estevals and Andrew Santos? Yeah, we got a lot. It's not an excuse, especially we've got a lot of injuries, and we've got the worst compare centre backs in the Premier League so far. It's just tossing, and we got a worst with Roberto Sanchez as well. Sanchez, yeah, I'm giving his doubt. He hasn't slipped up yet, but his time will come to slip up a few games, like against Arsenal and stuff like that. And people will moan about Roberto Sanchez. We need to get a solid. If we could get a solid goalkeeper and a proper good bit of a centre back in January. And probably a forward. If we could get another forward in or a winger, then and if we carry on the performance what we're doing now, because we're not far off, we're only 7 points away from Arsenal in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And if Arsenal could strip up and lose a couple of games, yeah, and they will lose points, and Man City will start winning. If we could keep our couple of games by December, yeah, and before January. And stay, and then we get a thing. We could probably go win the Premier League. I'm not saying yes, we will.
Yeah.
But if we could get them players and we keep the performing and don't drop points, maybe we might can go and do it. But I'm not gonna keep my hopes up yet. But I think we're more cup team.
We're more of a cup team, buff.
Cup team, because the Champions League, yeah. Is our heritage, and we're the underdogs in the Champions League. We don't get estimated in the Champions League, and for a minute, yeah, the way we're playing doesn't look good. But if we could get some kind of experience in January, a good centre back, good goalkeeper, and what we've been hearing, and then especially a thing, I think we could go ahead and win the Champions League, and we could be on the same title of Champions League with Man United. And in Man United, we will be scared with 3 cups, even though we won it all.
I think my issue at the moment is Maresca's naivety in games, bruv. His game management. I think sometimes he really needs to look at himself. You know, there's no point coming out and criticising the players for the game against Karabag when you're the one that put that team out. Okay, and then you make the changes, and then he comes out and says, "Oh, well, the whole idea was to not play Moy, not to play Moy, not to play Enzo and Gusto, yeah, because they need the rest because they've not had the rest because obviously winning as the Club World Cup now. I'll be real with you, bruv, right? Yeah, you know, unfortunately, pundits are going to say they made their predictions right because a lot of pundits were coming out on TalkSport saying, I bet you halfway through the season, whether it be starting in December, it's actually come early, it's actually come November, where clubs will start using the Club World Cup as an excuse if the team is not performing. And unfortunately, you've heard it with Maresca already used the Club World Cup as an excuse. Now, Manchester City were also in this competition. Now, they may have not gone as far as we did, and we went obviously because we went and won it. But he has managed to get his team playing in a way. And the reason why he has is because he stays with a back 4. Okay. We all know Levi Corwell's situation before the start of the season. We all knew that these owners have come out and said, play with what you've got. And they were not going to back him and give him a new centre back, right? So he's then got to start to find a pairing that is actually going to be correct. Now, what you always do is every time, we all know this sitting here on the panel right now, sitting here, me and you sitting here, and everyone I'm assuming in the comments section, anybody that's watching this as well, will no. When you're building a team, you build from the back, right? Okay, but you can't build from the back if you're going to make every game. You're going to make centre back changes for every match you play in. You've got to stick with the centre back pairing, right? And sometimes, okay, we may say, for example, I'd say, for me, against Liverpool, you had Josh Achimpong and you had Wesley Fofana, didn't you, in that game, right? Or not Wesley Fofana? Sorry, it wasn't Wesley Fofana. It was the other dude. He went out injured afterwards.
Tosin.
He's injured as well. Not Tosin. Badashili, right? Okay, fair enough. He got injured after.
Badashili or Disassi? Yeah.
I think it was Badashili, bruv. Badashili. I think he played against that. I think he played in that Liverpool game, didn't he?
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, alongside
Yeah, Badashili. Right? Yeah, Badashili without.
Yeah. So he got injured, and then afterwards, Fofana and Acheampong kind of like worked out afterwards as well. So why do you not go and stick with that two pairing or Chalobah and whoever? But don't keep making changes to your back four, because every time you do that, yeah, how are the teams supposed to have communication with each other if you're going to keep changing it? Because the communication has got to begin with the goalkeeper and your centre backs, obviously your back line, then going into your midfield and obviously to your forward players, right? But at the moment, we're making several changes. We're the most team in the Premiership. I was shocked when that stat came out. Yeah, we're 89 changes this manager's making every flipping game. 89 is 89 he's done in total, right? That is the highest compared to everybody else in the Premiership, bruv. Right? And for me, this is where it's all going wrong for us. And against Karabag the other day, it's their mindset, bruv. They're walking into this game thinking before they're in the tunnel, they're thinking before the ball's even being kicked, oh yeah, this is a rollover, man. We're going to go win this game. Well, not really, mate, because yeah, you scored a goal, and then what happened? Karabag almost turned us over, bruv. 2 goals against us. Yeah. Okay. So, you know, he has to look at his in-game management. There's no point coming out and say blaming the players. Look at yourself first as well, what you're doing and what the team you're actually putting out there. Because eventually he brought on all the big dogs afterwards. You saw Caicedo come on, Enzo come on, and we still couldn't beat him, bruv. So, you know, you got to, you know, what he should have done for me, start with your strong team, go 2 or 3-0 up in that game, and then make your changes. But no, he decided I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to treat this competition as I treat the Conference League. It's a completely new ball game, mate. This is a completely different competition. This is the highest of order of all the European football games of the European competitions. You don't go and play like you played in the Conference Cup, mate. This is the Champions League, bruv.
100%. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Big up to Kevin. No chemistry when you constantly chop and change. Spot on. It's spot on, DJ, because like 85 changes in the last 16 games is
ridiculous.
No, ridiculous. There's no balance. And then also, Wolverhampton ain't got a manager yet. They have no. They sat their manager.
It's even scary, bruv.
And it's like we're like, give FC or Cherry FC. We are, but. Tomorrow at 8 o'clock, they haven't got a manager. So we're at home at Stamford Bridge. And the performance, I would like to see a proper full 11 that he sticks with by the end of December, no changes, because I'm getting fed up with this rotation, keeping chipping, changing. Like you say, there's no chemistry, and there's no chemistry, and then tossing. I don't know if he's a stickless, none of them insets. You know, when you got them big long insets with long sticks. What do you call them? That's what he is. That's what he is. An inset, sticky inset. It's meant to be a sticky inset. Meant to be really good on the centre. Meant to be good at centre back. Yeah, to be sticky and getting the ball. But this guy don't get the ball, mate. He's useless. He lets us concede every single goal. But we're second. We're second, like with set piece so far above Arsenal. So we're not doing too bad. But we're just conceding more goals. I can't remember last time. But the last time we kept a clean sheet was against who was it? Who we kept a clean sheet?
Tottenham.
Well, yeah, Tottenham. Yeah. Then Crabbe scored 2 goals. Did we not keep a clean sheet against Fulham?
Yes, I think we did keep a clean sheet against Fulham. If I'm correct. Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah, you're so full.
Liverpool scored against us. I know that. Manchester United obviously beat us. Brighton beat us. Sunderland obviously beat us. I'm just trying to think how many clean sheets we've actually kept. We haven't. Listen,
Brentford drew.
Listen, our clean sheets, bruv, are not that great. Let's be real, because this is stupid. It's this continuation of chopping and changing.
We kept a clean sheet first game. We kept a clean sheet against Crystal Palace first game.
Yeah, we did. 0-0, yeah.
0-0. Then after that, that's when we conceded goals.
Yeah. And the thing of all is, I mean, the question, it gets to the second question, brother. Why are you making all these changes here? Because is it really Maresca that he's actually picking the team? Because I don't know if you saw an article that came out on X a day afterwards, saying that apparently the board and the director are very happy at the way Maresca is chopping and changing with the team. Yeah, And they use the term "we" in there. I don't know if you saw "we do this." So I'm thinking to myself, when you say "we," is it when Stanley and Stewart that are picking a team every flipping match? Because nothing was mentioned of Maresca there. It was like "we." So when you say "we," do you mean as in like, I know we come in and it's okay, they could be talking about themselves as a club, as we're all we, as we always say here, as Chelsea fans, we should be doing this and we should be doing that. But it's the way they worded it in their thing was like, we had to do the. And I'm thinking to myself, when you say "we," isn't the manager the one who's supposed to be in charge of all the choices in the team? Is he the one that's been told by this board, you got to play these many plays in every position? Because at the moment, you ask, if we're a team, my standards, right? I don't know about you. I know you're the same as me. My standards, brother, as a Chelsea fan, is to win a Premiership title, to compete for the Premiership and the Champions League. I'm not all for this cup competitions, yeah. We win it as a bonus, yeah. But for me, it's the Champions League and the Premiership. If we're not performing to them levels, right, yeah, then I have to then start questioning what is it? What are these motives? What are these owners' motives in the game of buying our football club? Because it seems like, they talk about saying, oh, about the money, right? We can't go and buy this and we can't do that, right? Tell me, bruv, right? If we don't have the money to go and buy a decent centre back or a decent goalkeeper, yet here they are, got money to go and buy half of Santos Football Club, and you're trying to tell me you got no money to go and get a decent centre back or a decent flipping midfielder or a decent goalkeeper. Yet you're ready to go and put all your money out and going and buying Santos Football Club, yeah?
Yeah, and Brighton.
So your money's there, bruv. So when you talk about we don't have the money to go and get these players, it's because they don't want to pay the wages to these players. Simple as that. And they never will do that. So we're going to keep going for all this young. And it's the same old scenario. They either play, they stay at the club, or they get drifted out on loan, come back, and then they sold for the big profit money, as you all know. This is how it all is at Chelsea.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's what these guys are all about. They don't seem to give a crap about when you hear the guy coming out, is it Finkelstein coming out and saying, "Oh well, it's more important to do the more about the business side than winning on the pitch." I mean, come on, what are we doing here? We're a football club, mate. You're talking about being the business side of it being more important than going and winning on the pitch. That's what we're known for. We're Chelsea Football Club, man.
Well, we are.
We're not Business FC.
Yeah? But I think surely, I think it's a joke. You're right. I think the fans are actually waking up with these owners, and because you got to understand.
Now, me and you've been coming. We've been trolling these owners since they come to the club, bruv.
Yeah, since day one.
I continue to troll them.
100%.
Honestly, bruv.
Since day one, I haven't changed my mind with these owners, and it's embarrassing because you still got the owners both fighting between themselves.
Yeah,
they're not even working together. They're not working together. Big up to Chelsea Session, DJ out. Big up to Chelsea Session, bro. Big up, Ty. Yeah, man. But what I'm saying is, like, we know these owners are both falling out anyway, and they're not working with the Clear Lake. Todd Bowley and then Ed Barley, they're both clashing still together. They want to buy each other up. It's a mess at the club. It's a shamble.
From top to bottom, bruv.
And top to bottom. From top to bottom.
It's a mess.
It's a proper mess.
We're a laughing stock, bro. That's why. That
of
is
course
why do you think coming out? Why do you think all the Arsenal lot got chest all of a sudden? Coming at us. Yeah. Liverpool fan base coming at us. Yeah. Because they're looking at us now. Even the Manchester City fan base, dare I say, are coming at us, right?
No, big up. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they look at Chelsea and said the days of them remembering Chelsea is how lethal we used to, how it used to be back in the day. If it don't work out and the manager's sacked, you go and get this other manager in, you go and get all these players in. We're not that club anymore. And that is why everyone is now looking at us and thinking, what the hell has happened to us, brother? And these owners, they're killing our club, brother. And I said it all along, yeah, okay? I've never wanted them. I still said they've not proved me wrong. Regardless of winning 2 competitions, right, don't mean nothing. Right? Because for me, our bread and butter should be the Premiership and the Champions League. Yeah? That's what we should be competing at every flipping season, bruv. Not 12th, 100%. Not 6th, not this and not that. We should be up there all the time, bruv. That's the club we are. That's who we are. Yeah? But this guy, this lot, they don't give a crap, mate. All it is about business, all it is about making money on the flipping. What you goes? Do you know what I mean?
Investors, DJ. They're investments. Buy sale, and what it is, it's a gamble profit. So they buy a player to see if they've got world-class experience talent in them, or they have been. If they're flop, they go sell them on to good money price.
Yeah,
that's how. I'll give them a good doubt. They know how to sell. They know how to get 100%.
100%. You give them credit where credit is due.
Yeah, credit is just due. I'll give them credit is due, but you can't keep on doing that because that's not going to work. Eventually, it's not going to work all the time. So you've got to cut the limit on what you're doing. And to be fair, these owners, if Todd Bowley and these two need to sit down together to say, if you want to work as a partnership, we'll do it the best way that you can in a Chelsea football club to keep the Chelsea fans happy, to try and start winning big major trophies, because it's looking like, yes, we've got a few good players in there.
Yeah,
and some of them ain't like Chelsea material. If we could start getting good players, like big up to CFC Gamer, I just want to bring this up. It should have been this starting 11. We should have had Victor Osimhen, Elise, and then Mike Mannion. Mike Mannion have been out of the that team there. I'm glad you came out with the CFC game. That team there will start winning goal, and we'll see more goals coming from that line. 100%. I agree on that one. That's a brilliant team, but they didn't do that. They flopped. They messed it up. They buggered it up, and they messed up Osimhen. At least, and it weren't. I don't think it was the owners what messed up Osimhen. It was Winston Stanley and Egg Stewart what messed it up. Because I think Joe Shield. If Phil and Joe Shield were still there, if Phil was still there with Joe Shield, working pair with Joe Shield, I think Osimhen would have been over the line. I think Elise would have been over the line. I think Mike Mannion would have been done as well.
Well, Joe Shields it was actually Joe Shields who was actually the one who was in charge of the Elise deal, wasn't he? He was the one that was the one who spoke to the player, spoke to his camp, because he knew him from before, because he obviously came through our ranks as well, Elise, right? 100%. He knew him from then, and and I think he always said, I remember Elise even doing it. I think he said that, you know, I think when he was hoping to come back to Chelsea, because he never thought he had a chance, had a proper chance the first time around. So he wanted to come back and say how he's improved. Coming to us have been an ideal for him, but we didn't want to pay that. We didn't want to put the wages down for him, bruv. And he looked at that and he thought, you know what? Yeah, what you're paying me here, I'm going to go off to Bayern Munich. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Look, you know, as I said it already, you know, these owners, until they start changing their mindset of getting experienced players to come and help this team out, bro, we're going to be in the gutter we're going to be in the gutter every time, mate. And look, I'm not sitting here and saying none of our players are good, because we all know Cucurella, Caicedo, Fernandes, you know, Palmer, Esteval, for me, I think Pedro and Delap are not bad players either. Yeah. Okay, it's just the place after. I mean, Endro Santos is not bad for a squad player, a good player. I'm just looking around me after. I'm thinking Levi Corwell, another one who's good. I'm thinking after him, Achimpong, another good player. But who else do you look at? Hato's come in. He's got a couple. You know, he's going to make mistakes because he's a kid. I'm not gonna come at the kid for the other night, because he's still learning how to play the Chelsea way. And when you got a defender like Tosin next to you, bruv, yeah, I don't think I even been confident to play to be defending very well from a young defender coming into this team, yeah, with Tosin alongside me, right? So for me, in that kind of like way, yeah, I'll probably make more mistakes, because what he's basically doing, Hatter, right? Yeah, he's not only is he doing what he has to do, he's also covering back what his colleague next to him is supposed to be doing. So he's covering for him as well, because that guy on the ball, every time he's on the ball tossing, he either kicks it out of play, or he'll lose it halfway, or he'll lose it in dangerous areas. And Karabag almost had not been for Hato sometimes coming in and covering him. There are times, I don't know if you remember seeing in that game, Dan, right? When he lost the ball tossing a few times, and we're all the fans are coming here criticising Hater, right? Yeah. Okay. The guy actually helped him out a load of time and backed him up a few times. In fact, when they got their goal, when they conceded that penalty kick, if I'm not mistaken, all right, that should have been coming off Tosin's side, and he's come in there and he's held the ball because he's trying to go and do He's trying to do two jobs at once, because Tosin is just unreliable. Yeah. But yet our manager, okay, decides to play him. I've all the defence we got, he plays him more. And this guy's just got a mistake in. We talk about Sanchez, right? Well, let me tell you this right now. not only is Sanchez a liability as a goalkeeper but we've also got another mistake waiting to happen in Tosin. The two liabilities at the back for us. So if you haven't got Sanchez doing the mistakes, there's Tosin doing the mistakes for you, and he's supposed to be our experienced centre back, in the whole of that team. I've only seen this man do mistakes, but yet our manager still persists with him. Do you know what I mean? He still persists with him.
Do you think it could be bias? Do you think it's favouritism? He's got favouritism in the team.
I think he's a bit. I think it's that. I also think the sporting directors are in the manager's ear as well, bruv. I'll be real with you, because think about it, Dan. Right? Can you think of a club? I mean, put it this way: under the ownership of Roman Abramovich, right? Yeah, the Don Roman, right? Do you think, right? Yeah, we'll be making this many changes in the team if it was. I mean, let's talk about the managers that we've had, right? Scolari wasn't the best, right? But he won't go and make this many changes in a team like this guy's doing.
Yeah, 100%. No.
Even flipping, dare I say it,
Andrew Boris.
Villas shouldn't make this many changes. This guy's doing.
Yeah, and he was also useless as a manager as well.
Avram Grant, another useless manager, right?
Yeah.
And
what about that other Russian manager we bring in after Avram Grant, because Roma was good mates with. Yeah, Gus Hiddink.
Yeah, but Gus Hiddink, we always knew would never make it. He's the guy's a class manager anyway.
Yeah.
He would never make this many changes. Even Roberto Di Matteo wouldn't make these kind of changes that this man's doing.
Frank Lampard as well.
The Champions League.
And Frank Lampard did it as well.
Yeah, but this guy, and this is why I think I think he's been told by the sporting directors to go and do as many changes in the team. That's why we don't have a settled team.
No.
Because think about it, bro. Tell me, why would you pay? This is the other option, right? Tell me this, right, Dan? Okay, why would you play young Tariq George up top when you got Mike Guhi sitting on the bench?
Oh yeah, and why would you? Yeah, this what makes me laugh as well.
Do you know why? Should I tell you why? Should I tell you why, bro? I'll tell you why. The reason why he wants Tariq George to play is because he knows the guy's going to be sold in January. So play him as much as you possibly can, so we can get the profit we want for him, the money we want for him, and then we flog him off in January.
Yeah, and the thing is, was well with Mark Guhi, right? Yeah. We shouldn't have called him back from Sunderland, because this kid, you loaned him out to go get play time for a team where he could have played a full every game this season with Sunderland to get him at the best at. And now we've got him back, we've loaned him back, and we've only seen him a couple of games in, and he ain't been good enough. And people now are adulating Mark Guhi for his performance not being good. I can't blame that kid, because the way I saw him at Barcelona, the way he played games, he was outstanding. So it's a shame with Mark Guhi. If you get the best performance out of him, we will never see that, because this kid is not getting no game time. And now you've called him back from Sunderland. We can't loan him back out on in January because he can't play three clubs.
I'll be real with you, Dan. I think the Mark Guhi project's finished, bruv. I'm gonna be real with you. I think it's done.
I think it is.
Bruv. He's gonna continue with Tariq George up top if he can't have Delap or João Pedro playing the two front strikers, right? So he's gonna go Tariq George, who's a winger, all right?
He's not a striker,
but he's trying to convert him to be a striker.
Yeah.
What are we? The other thing is, what are we doing? Is he trying to send a message to the board? Because if you are, mate, you're the manager. You got two strikers. You got Mike Guhi there, right? Yeah. Why the hell are you still going with Tariq George as a front striker when you know he's not a striker?
And did they not just call back David Washington? I'll call him David.
David Washington's back as well. Yep, he's back. Yeah. He's back in the under-21 squad now.
Yeah, back in the 21 squad. See, this is what I'm saying. So I understand João Pedro could be up front, but I could rotate Tariq George into a number 10 as a winger, because we can see him how good he is on the left side, and he could be good probably into a 10, because the way
he could be a 10 or he could be a winger.
Yeah, because when he played in that 10 role, he scored a banger goal against Fulham last season, and he also did it this season again.
Yeah.
So he could play in a 10 instead of playing him up front. So why would you play Tariq George as a number 9? I don't understand.
That's my point. But and I keep saying to you, bruv, because this is the mentality of our manager, bruv, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he's treating the Champions League game as it's a Conference Cup game, bruv. This is not the Conference League, bruv. This is the Champions League. This
Yeah.
is a creme de la creme. You're playing in the Champions League. Yeah, that's got to mean something. That means something to Chelsea Football Club because we've won the competition twice.
Yeah, we did.
Have some respect for that competition, man. Don't go and put the players out that you did that because it's Carabag, yeah. Oh, we should come into the breeze into this game and win the game, no problem, yeah. If that's the mentality you're going to go in the lineup, you're going to go. I mean, look, these players, you're not going to win games like that, and that's exactly what happened that day, mate. It was the mentality of the players and the manager for the team he put out for that day, right? The mentality wise was the players that looked in the tunnel thinking, yeah, even before walking out of the pitch, yeah, this is a game, it's a rollover for us. We're going to win this game. Let's just turn up down here, walk the game. We'll get the game. We'll get a 1-2-0 lead, and we'll get a 1 or 2-0 win. And that's it. We can go home. Not the case, bruv.
No,
not the case. Carabag, to be fair to Carabag, as much as we should be beating them 100%. They have improved a lot in this competition.
Yeah,
it's not the Carabag we smashed. 2 seasons ago or last season? I can't remember.
The last 2 seasons ago, we smashed them in the 4 years.
The embarrassing thing of was again, Dan, we broke another stat, but not a good stat because Carabag have never drawn or ever scored against the English club.
No, never.
So what are we going to do? We rock up at their stadium, bruv, and we've broken 2 records. Not only have they scored against us, but they've drawn against us. Could have even got a win.
Yeah, they could have beaten us.
Yeah,
because I heard they missed open sitter.
Yeah, basically, no. At the very end, it was Borg was rushing to the box, and the guy just got the better of Cucurella, but he kicked it, but Sanchez caught it. But if it either way of any of the corners, that ball's in the back of the net, bro.
Back of the net. Yeah. It is like with Enzo Maresca, like I can't say he's out. I'm not going to be one of these fans saying he's out yet because I'm not in. He's gone and won us 2 cups, and cups are cups. I don't care what it is. It's and 2 trophies. Yes, we were Chelsea should have been in the Conference League in the first place. We should never ever been in that competition. We should have been in that competition. But eventually we did. We was in that Conference League. We played our B team.
And you're in it to win it, bro.
And you're in it to win it. In it to win it. So, and we went and won it, and we've gone another year, and we've done another European. What's completed a bunch of kids in it as well, and that we've gone and done it and won it. And then the Club World Cup, and the new generation of this Club World Cup, where Jamie Carragher and everyone's trying to say it's a beach cup. Yeah, it might be a beach cup, but if it was a beach cup, it's a big, massive trophy that we've got the biggest badge on our shirt for 4 years, and that's a major trophy that's going to run, And now because we won the Club World Cup, we could now go decide to win the Premier League in the Premier League because we won the Club World Cup. It doesn't work like that. You've got played 2 games every week in the Premier League. In 13, I think it's 42 games now, isn't it? 42 games.
Yeah.
Where it used to be less, but now we're playing games after games after games where we never used to see where they used to have like a couple of days at West to have a break. But Enzo Maresca, he needs to start. I reckon he's stubborn. I think he's stubborn. I think he's one of these guys because he's won the Club World Cup, because he's won the Conference League, he's won a trophy with Chelsea. No one can't talk to him. But the thing is, these directors, I think he's not happy with the sporting directors because he didn't want the likes of Garnacho or Gittins. I think these 2 pairs, he didn't want them, and he's getting pushed to play them, and they're getting game time, and then they didn't back him as a centre back and a goalkeeper. And if they can back him, as we know now, Juventus now got a new manager in, so that's not going to happen. We thought, but he might come to next year getting the manager, but.
Hold on, you're right, Anne. Oh, okay.
The Saturday's game. It's got to be a 3 points on Saturday. We can't start dropping points on Saturday against Wolves. They haven't got a manager. They've got assistant manager. They have assistant manager DJ. So we've got to win this game on Saturday. No excuse. and after that we've got a few big games coming up.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Enzo Maresca has now to have to decide to choose the best centre back and the best fullback pairing till end of the season. Because if we carry on more changes, we ain't finishing top 4 this season.
No, we're not, bro. I've said it already, Dan, and this is the problem I've got with Maresca. You know,
Yeah.
and you said I'm not here. I'm not going to be one of those as well as a fan say Maresca out, Maresca, because I'm not. I'm not going to say that. But what I will say is he's not helping himself doing what he's doing now. If he's under the instructions of the ownership and the sporting directors to do what he's doing, then we all know his job is safe no matter what. He can do whatever he wants. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And you know, for me, as I said, you need to start a pairing and stick with that pairing. Now you choose your fittest you choose your two best fittest centre backs, right? Yeah, and you stick with them. Now if that is Achimpong and that is say Fofana, and they do really well, give them a couple of games, not one, not two, but three. Not one game and then you drop them. Give them at least 5 or 6 games to see what they can do as a pairing together. And then if you need to then change it up in certain games, you change it up, but you stick with the pairing as much as you possibly can, right? So if you still need to change, say if it comes to the League Cup now, and you need to change Achimpong and you need to change, say I'm giving an example, Fofana, and then you have to then use a pairing of, dare I say it, Tosin and Chalobah, or forget Tosin, Chalobah and Badashili when he comes back from injury, right? Yeah, then you do that pairing. Yeah, for those certain games. Now, if some of the players don't like it because they're not getting much game time, that's tough. You want to go and earn your place in that squad, you then show the manager in training how good you can be. So the manager knows, okay, I can look at you and think, oh, yeah, okay, good. You're ready to come on, I need you. But let them sweat it out, bruv. But don't make the changes just to make every player happy because they're all playing game time. Because by you doing that, yeah, okay, yeah, it's good for the players. Yeah, they're getting their game time. There's not going to be any shouting or upsetness behind the scenes of players wanting to leave. Players. At the end of the day, you're a manager. This is Chelsea Football Club. We're not a kindergarten school, yeah? We are Chelsea Football Club. You need to earn your place in the squad. If you do well in the squad, you come in, you do well, you stick to that player. So if Estevao is coming in and he does excellent, right? He starts scoring. You leave Pedro Neto on the bench until you think he's ready to step up and come back into the team. But don't drop Estevao, because I'm protecting him because he's 18 years old. This kid has got he's got the world at his feet, bruv. This kid will walk into any other team in the Premiership if they had a chance to have him. They won't be sitting him on the bench as we're doing. I know we got to protect him. I get all that. Yeah. But this guy is ready to go. And when you're coming out in the press conference and saying it in your own press conference, he is ready, he is ready, he is ready. Then if he's ready, mate, play him for God's sake. Play him every game until he feels you feel you need to make a change in him. Because every time, I tell you this, bro, every time this kid is on the ball, mate, I tell you, he's brought back the wow factor at Stamford Bridge, bro. Because he gets everybody off their feet. When this guy's on the pitch, bro, right? Every single Chelsea fan is off their feet at the bridge, mate. Because they know what this kid can bring, what this kid is all about. But this guy, it's like Maresca wants to ruin all that, not give the fans what they want, because he wants to be if you like, he wants to be the face of Chelsea, and as far as he wants to have the attention come to him. Forget Estevao. Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm the one who won you the 2 trophies, yeah, so it should all be on me. Well, no, mate, your job is to coach these players and pick the right squad for every game. Now, if you've got a good player like that, excellent talent like that, you play him every flipping game. You don't sit him on the bench. Do you know what I mean? And if the other players don't like it, the senior ones are older, tough. You don't like it, sell them in January or sell them next summer. They don't like it. That's how it should be, bruv. That's how it should be. That is what you call how to run a proper football club. Players don't like it, they can go, but they're on contracts, so it's not like they're going to go anywhere. And it's not like the club still holds their contract, because at the end of the day, right, even if they're not happy and they want to leave, okay, you can leave, yeah, but this club's got to pay this kind of money for you, or they're going to turn and say you're not for sale.
Yeah.
Either way, the club has the final say. But when you've got a talent like Estevao, you play this kid continuously, because this kid is ready to go, mate. He's ready. He's already shown it. He's our top scorer, bruv, in all competitions. He's scored in all. I do believe he's top scorer.
Yeah, he is.
Champions League wise, He's scored
4
2 goals
goals.
now.
4 goals
2
in
goals, isn't
total.
it? 2 goals in the Champions League.
2 goals yes, 4 goals in the 2 goals in the Premier League and 2 goals in the Champions League. So it's in total
No,
4.
it's what I think it's 1 goal in the Premiership.
Mm.
And
No,
then
because
it's
he's got
2
no.
goals.
He's
He's got 2
no.
goals in the
He did
2
score in
goals in
the
the Champions League. Isn't it?
Yeah,
2
he's
goals
got.
in the Champions League.
He's
And
got
then he
4
also
goals
scored
in the Premier
against.
League.
Yeah, in total, is he?
He's
Oh,
got 4
okay.
goals. Yeah, he's
Competition.
got 4.
So he's basically an 18-year-old top. I mean, that's mad when you even say it, bruv.
Because
That's
he
because
scored
this kid
against.
is so talented.
He scored against West Ham.
Scored against Liverpool.
Scored against Liverpool. He's also scored against Fulham. And then he scored against in the Premier League. Who did he score against in the Premier League?
Did he score against Fulham?
He scored against Fulham.
Did he?
Was it Fulham?
Can't remember now.
Scored in West Ham.
Scored West Ham. I've got to double check the. I think yeah.
Liverpool.
I know he's scored in all. I know he's scored in all competitions that we've been in.
Yeah.
And I know he's well. Obviously, I said all competitions. Obviously, it's a Premiership and the League.
He scored against Wolverhampton
and
as well.
Champions League, huh?
He scored against Wolverhampton last week in that banger, that chip what he did.
What a goal that was! I know.
What was a good goal? So yeah, he scored there. Yeah, it's so in 4 goals in the Premier League, 1 in the Caribbean Cup and 2 in the Champions League. So that in all total is just what 5, 6, about 7 goals.
5 goals, 5 goals. Yeah, I mean the kid is brilliant. He's just an excellent talent, bruv. And when you got a player like that, mate, you try to show him off as much as you possibly can, bruv. Let him just go out and play the game he loves doing, mate. This kid is born. This kid was born with a football at his feet, bruv. Let him go and do what he wants to do, but don't keep saying, "Okay, I get you want to protect him." But he's already come out and said, "Okay." Apparently, he said that. I don't know if you heard the press conference. Apparently Esteban complained about it being cold. Really? I bet. Did he actually really say that? I wonder. Or is it a manager's excuse to say, "Oh, he's complaining about the weather being," so he doesn't play him in games? No, this is what I'm trying to say, bruv.
Did you, Joby McCall, did Eden Hazard, Joe Cole, Frank, and also John Terry, and I'm thinking Frank LeBeouf and Jason Conde from Talksport about Estefan should be starting more games than being on the bench.
Yeah, definitely. I heard it, mate. I heard.
Because he said he provides more on the pitch than our other wingers.
Yeah.
And Eden Hazard and all the top legends are saying that to Estefan who's 18. And this is what I'm saying as well, DJ, because this is what I said to Nii earlier before you joined. Lamine Yamal is 19 years of age. It's 19 years of age, and he's only a year older than Estefan.
Yeah.
Why is it that he's playing such talent on Barcelona? And yes, fair enough, Nii said it's a totally different thing where it's a slow-paced football in the Spanish league, but ain't the Spanish league meant to be a more tougher league as well as what the Premier League? So
no, listen.
Why can't we give him the game time? Because I guarantee if he carry on playing, he'll score more goals for us and he'll create more chances.
Listen. I love up Nii, right? Yeah, but I don't agree with everything he says, right? And big up to Nii and big up to whatever. But what I'll say is I disagree with him when he says that Esteban, whatever. For me, Esteban needs to start every game now. If you've got a best winger to play, you play your best winger. Yeah. You don't leave them on the bench. How are we supposed to go and win games and be effective in games if you're going to leave your best winger on the bench every time? Yeah, and then bring him on to make an impact. I mean, he couldn't make an impact against Sunderland, poor guy, even though he tried. Unfortunately, the rest of the players around him were dross. Yeah. Around him that couldn't finish their dinner when the opportunities came by him to put the ball into the box. I mean, I don't know where they were in that game, and we lost in the end. We lost the game in the end. All right. So you can't. So for me, he needs to start games. He needs to start more regularly than what he is now. Every person, right? Every person I know, including the rival fans, okay, all saying, "Why are you not starting this kid? He should be." Even now, it's getting to the stage now where players that used to play for different clubs like Wayne Rooney and man like that are now saying, "Why they're not starting Esteban?" And I heard one pundit say the other day, which was a shocking, which I was expecting, that was always the next thing that was going to come out. If I'm Esteban and I'm thinking I'm sitting on there, how long is it going to be until I get my chance? Or will I have to start thinking about maybe my future? I mean, why are we even getting to that stage even? But this is what I'm trying to say. When you got a player like that at your club, okay, and I get that the manager wants to protect him. He's young. It's a new league. He's finding his feet. But it looks like to me the kid has found his feet, and he's playing very well. He doesn't look out of place at all. It's like he's played in the Premiership for years. The way he's playing, the guy can run. He even comes back to defend. I mean, at 18 years old, to have that in his head to come back and help the defence out, right? Yeah, that is saying something. Not many players, like Eden Hazard, for example, never had that in his locker. He never came back to help out, to defend. This kid at the age of 18, okay, even though he knows what he's best at doing, what his natural position is, but he still comes back and defends, comes back when he needs to track back. Hazard never tracked back, and we all love Hazard, right? Yeah, but we all know the one thing he never did was track back. This kid has already started to track back now.
But Eden Hazard did do some track backs.
Sometimes, bruv, not all the time.
Yeah, sometimes, but not all the time.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But this kid seems to like to track back all the time. It's like he wants the ball all the time. Every time you see him, he wants the ball. Even that means he has to go and pick up the ball from the halfway line. Okay? Just because he wants the ball to feet, because he knows with that ball, with his magical feet here, this kid's going to run rampant. Or wherever he goes up against him, they know not to make challenges on him, because they do. They bring this kid down. He's going to either get a penalty kick or he'll get a free kick in dangerous positions, or he'll cause that player opposition to be sent off. That's why players don't want to challenge him. And when you've got a player like that in your team who's full of talent, full of absolute abundant talent, yeah, you play him, bruv. You play him, man. Do you know what I mean?
With Estefan, really, I 100% agree, because he's young, and if we don't start getting him the game time what he wants, because he's telling the manager, look what I'm doing on the pitch, I'm scoring goals, I'm assisting, and then he's telling the manager this, how good he is on the pitch, and he's the best winger so far against the other lot. And you can have Pedro Neto, because we know he loves Pedro Neto as well. Yeah, he could put him on the left hand side. Then you could always do a change with Gittins and Garnacho in a sub game. But if he keep on doing this stuff with Estefan, bedding him into game to game to game till the end of the season, this kid's got so much talent. He could be sold. He might want to say to the club, I'm fed up with you. You're not going to play me my minutes at the club when I'm showing you what I'm doing. I'm afraid I want to leave this club, like what Endrick's doing at Real Madrid, because we know how good as Endrick. I know he's a striker.
I think the difference between Endrick and him is at least the difference is at least Estevan's getting game time at Chelsea. Endrick's getting nothing, mate, at Real Madrid, bro. We know this, right?
Yeah, we know that. Yeah.
Okay, and look, I said it already. I know the manager is saying I need to bed him in slowly. He's young, he's this and he's that. But when you're coming out in press conferences and saying with your own mouth, this kid is ready, he's ready, he's ready, he's ready, he's ready. You're making yourself look like a fool then, aren't you? Because you're not playing him, yet you're telling the world he's ready.
He's ready, yeah. But he's still learning,
Yeah. It just don't make sense to me.
Well, it doesn't make sense, no.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, so if you're going to go, they always say you live by the sword, you die by the sword, yeah? So if you're going to live by saying, okay, oh yeah, he's ready to play, yet you're not playing him, mate, those words are going to come back and haunt you, bro, because you just know it. You just know the press are going to come at you like that. You're saying the kid is ready, and yet here you are leaving him on the bench. He's either ready or he's not ready, or you just don't trust in him yet. And I tell you this right now, bruv. Every game Estevan started, bruv, I cannot say one thing he's done. Apart from that one time when he gave the ball away, I do believe in the first game against, I think in the second game against West Ham, when he tried to do that back heel and he got caught out. Nothing happened with it. That's the only mistake I can remember him actually doing in the game.
Other than that, and I think we conceded from that as well, didn't we?
No, I don't think we did concede. I think.
Yeah, he did. Palaqueta.
Oh yeah, but it was but the pass. But the pass, I think itself was I can't remember what happened in that one. Yeah, I think we may have done. But he learned from that.
Okay? He learned from that, and after that, he ain't done it since.
Yeah, he hasn't. Whereas I've seen Garnacho, how many times he's lost the ball on the halfway line when he's dribbling?
Yeah.
Okay, and yet he plays Garnacho. He wants to put Garnacho more in his team. I mean, come on, man. I get Garnacho's got more Prem experience, but listen, I'm sorry, but Esteval, he's well ahead of a player than Garnacho is, bruv. We all know that. In every way possible. The kid's got a shot on him. He's got a flip. He's dribbling. He comes back. He's just got magical feet. You know, every time I see him play, right, he gets me off my feet. When we got Stamford Bridge, brother, all the fans, you can just hear the fans, brother, at Stamford Bridge crying out for this kid, right? Yeah, especially when they're seeing him sitting on the bench. We're saying there's even a song for Estevan. Now we've got a song for him now at Stamford Bridge now.
Yeah, we
There's
have.
a song for him already.
Yeah, we have.
Right? And look, at the end,
How does
the
it
fans
go?
already sing it.
It's Esteval.
I'm not going to sing it here, bro. I'll end
No,
up.
no.
I'll probably end up making you lose all your audience on the stream.
Oh
bruv.
no. I'm not, it's something. I know it. I know it. Yeah,
But
yeah.
I do sing it. I do sing it at grounds when I go.
It's
I
Esteval.
also sing it in Portuguese because some of it's in Portuguese as well. Because obviously the speaking of it as well. There's a Portuguese version of it as well. But he's basically, we'll call it the Brazilian version, right? But this kid, the kid is just the kid is just so talented, bruv. And this we got a player like that, and as far as I'm concerned, he should be starting every match now. And when Cole Palmer comes back into this setup, mate, you play him and you play Esteval, bruv. Now, whether that means Esteval and him swap, because both of them can play number 10 and both of them play on that right wing, they can interchange. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Maybe he's waiting on maybe Maresca's waiting on Cole Palmer to come back before he integrates Esteval fully into this team, and eventually when Palmer's in the team full on, he'll then start playing them more together.
Yeah, I disagree, but then you got Brazilian players, Andrew Santos, you got Joel Pedro, who's Brazilian, who knows, and he plays with Esteval for his international. So you would have think with Joel Pedro and Esteval Williams link up share on the pitch would actually work because they know each other at Chelsea, and they also know how to play together in the Brazilian squad. You know what I mean? So. But I think Esteval really needs to start playing because we could see a good talent and Reyes he got the man of the match. He literally got the man of the match against Qarabag, didn't he? Who was it who got the man of the match for that?
I think
game?
he was Esteval. I think Esteval was man of the match. I think in that game.
Oh, was it? Yeah. Well, if it was, then it's good. So it was good if he did because he deserves to be a man of the match in the game. But tomorrow's game is at Stamford Bridge, and
I'll be there, bruv.
I'm just gonna have a say on this one because the fan base, with as I said, I wish I could be there, but I won't be there. I'm gonna do my last watch long. I'll be doing a watch long for that tomorrow. Doing a watch long.
Are you gonna be on after that?
What's that?
Possibly after the watch along. Are you still going to be on? You're probably not going to be because I was going to say maybe I'll try and talk to you from the ground. Come back from the ground. I'll try and get on and try and join. But
I can. If I still be on the watch long,
I'll try and come. Because because it's late tomorrow, right? Yeah. In fact, I think because it's going to be late. My dad will be coming with me, but my dad's it's going to be one of them late nights, bruv. So he probably want to get back home straight after the game. Because usually would have a pint or would go and drink because as you know it's going to be late tomorrow, so I don't know if we're going to get a chance to have a drink or something with the other fans because usually we're late guys. We just go out and go with my uncle, my dad, and my brother, whoever it might be. We go for a little drink after. Do you know after when you walk out of Chelsea, there's that you walk down the thing and there's the bar on the side there.
Yeah,
we go in there after every game.
Oh, I know. That's I used to go. I drink in there because it's one of my mum's family were relatives. Works it in that. It works. Actually owns the pub as well.
You know when you see Alex from CFC Fan TV. You know when he's near it every time because when he's talking from there a lot of them are singing. A lot of the fans you can see in the background.
The Lions Inn.
Yeah. Sorry.
The pub's called the Lions Inn.
That's the one.
Yeah, is it the Lions? Sorry, Lions Inn or I think
Lions Inn,
yeah. It's only Lions. It's only Lions. I know who you're on about because they own. My family owns that. It's my mum's cousin's pub.
Yeah, restaurant. They know it's very well in there. They know my dad very, very well because my dad obviously been going for it, but they know it's very well because we always go there every time. So like it's one place we always just go and we sit and we chat foot with all the other fans in there, bro. It's really nice. It's nice. It really
But
is nice.
the thing is tomorrow's game is good. It's going to be a good day for it, like for us fans. But we've got to win that because they haven't got the assistant manager. But we need our other side of the fan base to start being loud because it's getting ridiculous with our fan base not being loud. And yes, I know they want to come back from work. They come back from work and they've been out with it and they just want to go there and chill and just relax and watch the game. But you need to start being loud to the players because if we can't just like our away fans is when they go away, they're brilliant supporters. But you're at Stamford Bridge, you're watching the game for Chelsea, and you love the club and support you. The fans on the other side, you need to start if you are watching YouTube, you need to start to be loud and start joining in to get to praise the players up.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Look how many managers we've had gone up to the fans to start. Come on, like that all the time, and
don't get that with Maresca, do we?
No, we don't. No, we don't.
You know what it is, bro? He doesn't have that kind of relationship with the fan base. That's probably what it is. You know, there's a mixed rate. It's a mixed feelings amongst the Chelsea fan base about Maresca. You got half the fan base that don't want him, and you got, I won't say half the fan base that don't want him, and you got maybe say half the fan base that want him and they want it to work, because a lot of the fan base are sick and tired of seeing changes. We need to have some kind of stability at the football club. I get that, but at the same time, if you want stability, then surely you go and get a manager that you get that stability with, and a manager who's going to have that kind of relationship, not only with the fans and with the players, right? You know, not only with the players but with the fans as well. And it's funny I mentioned Cesc Fabregas' name today earlier on in the stream. I was saying we should go, but I tell you what, bro, I wouldn't mind going and getting him. You know, if there's talk of Irola being the next future manager, I'd go for Fabregas over him any day of the week, mate. Honestly,
100%. I agree. I agree. I think Fabregas is one of the tongues. Like we got Fabregas, and when we tell Arsenal fans we have Fabregas and Olivier Giroud and Ashley Cole, they don't like it. But but tomorrow. So you're at the game tomorrow. I will definitely be doing the watch along tomorrow. That's gonna be my last show for the tour when I have my 6 weeks covered.
I know, bro. Good luck with you. I know.
Yeah, cheers.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, cheers, DJ. Yeah, so it's gonna be a big. Even though guys, I haven't done the stream for over 2 years, so I'm now officially going to be coming back. I'll be paying. Once I come back, I will pay the StreamYard. There's no point me paying the StreamYard now if I'm not
gonna.
Because if I'm not gonna make the most of it when I'm better. I'll come back. I should have done it before. Like a couple of my friends, like yourself, should have said, look, you should have done it after your operation, done the stream after your operation. But I wanted to come back just to show my face to people that I am coming back on.
You're back.
I'm
You're back.
I'm
You're
back.
back again.
I'm back again. You know what I mean? That I'm doing well. Yes, I've been looking for family and doing work, but sooner after when I come back, it's going to be fresh. I'm going to be paying StreamYard, and we're going to have a better thing. I've also one of my mate, big up to my mate Jake, is one of my good friends for a long time. He's been helping me to find an app where if I don't go to sometimes, because I want to go to a Chelsea game before I'm better as well. Because I've had a few procedures of mini strokes. Now they've gave me some medication for that as well, and I've got the hospital for that on the 25th of November to the stroke team as well for that after this operation. But
I think what I'll say to you, Dan, is I'll give you. I won't tell you this now on camera here, bro. But it's regarding what you can do for your show, and will make everything better. But I've got some ideas that you might probably want to use, bro, because I think it might work, especially if you're going to come back on your full on. Yeah, there's other things you can do that will definitely get your algorithm going up and up and up and up more. It's just a matter of just getting. I'll just say it like this: it's a matter of getting the right people to come on in terms of
100%.
I'm not talking about the fan base, not us, all the right people. I'm talking about the professionals out there, the so-called journalists out there. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, 100%. I agree what you're saying, because you know me, DJ. I do it for fun. I don't care if it's I don't care if I get up to over 200 or over 35 to 64k of followers, I'd do it for fun to speak to guys like Chelsea Football Club, and then to speak to you guys. And I don't care if I could get paid on this because I'm doing it for fun. This is what I've told before I did it in 2 years. It's for fun for me to speak about our club, and it's not just going to be Chelsea. I probably might do a bit of change up with the preview, where we have a different like yourself and a different rifle fans to talk about the weekend league, about their squad. I know we don't want to hear about their squad, but like Arsenal. So if I had my stream yard now, I would have done the weekend also to do the Chelsea preview for this weekend, and also talk about like what other scores you reckon the other team's going to have for this weekend. But soon I'll get back. My mate Jake, he's told me another website, where I could get for free score. Because when you see people on YouTube when they do a watch along, they have like
and
you have the timer. That's what I'm going to have on my YouTube channel as well. I'm going to try to do that if I can put it on StreamYard. My mate Jake,
are you going to also do transfer shows as well, bruv?
I'm going to do transfer social as well.
That'll be the best part. That's going to be the best thing of it, mate.
Where Terry's got, with that transfer thing, with the players thing, my mate knows how to do that as well, and he's going to teach me how to set it up.
Oh, what's his Terry Flewis?
Yeah, Terry Flewis. But
big up to Terry Flewis.
Yeah, big up to Terry Flewis as well.
Big
Yeah,
up to Terry Flewis, and also to the Terrace.
Yeah. Well, his one's like that, but this one, what he showed me, is more better, and it's more better. And when you do your show, when you do your transfer, it flashes the club of different clubs of the players who've just signed. It's meant to be really good.
Yeah. I know the one you're talking about.
But it costs £49.99, £50 for it. Yeah. So I might pay the £50 for the year, for that. So it's a year, so it's good.
I was gonna say, mate. Also, maybe bring on Johnny Minerals as well on your show, bruv. Get him on here.
Me and Johnny.
Big up to Johnny.
Big up to Johnny Minerals. Yeah,
he was landing the minerals as always yesterday and the day before.
Oh, no, he lands the minerals, but the thing is, DJ, I haven't spoken to him for time. I haven't spoken for time, and I don't think he liked me that much. Like I'm not sure.
I don't think so, bruv. I used to.
The thing is, I used to.
Bruv. You remember? You forget that when you had your own streams, bruv. When you were streaming back in the day, bruv. Before Johnny, big up. I said he used to come on your streams. I don't think it's anything like that.
He only came on my show because of Chelsea Old Boys and Mitchy Boy.
Let's not get started on.
No, I'm not going to say
Chelsea Old Boys, but we see things we never see, as Johnny always says. Big up.
But but rest in peace. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Big up to him.
Yeah, R.I.P. to him. But the thing with that's like, because he used to send me links to his show as well. But I thought, I'm wondering the people who's like willing. I'm only having
got a bit though. He says it as it is, though, isn't it?
You do. Yeah,
and you know what? To him, this is what. And the thing is, look, I get what you're saying, but I personally like, because he says it how it is, and I'm very much the same person. You straight to the point, brother. There's no messing around. You say it how it is. People either like it or they don't like it. Simple as that. Do you know what I mean? And
100%.
And he does. He does land it, especially on the ownership, bruv. He lands it big time, bruv.
I agree, because we all do land it on our owners.
Oh, 100%, mate.
100%.
It needs to be held out, but I think you need more and more streams like this with you guys doing this, because I think the only way it's going to get, the only reason where fans are going to be heard, bruv, is because sometimes ownership does need to be held responsible for. They are held responsible for what's going on at a football club, because let's be real, bruv. They've come to the football club and they've completely made it into a completely shambolic football club, which we're not. They don't give a crap about the history of our club.
No,
they know nothing about our club. Right? They know nothing about Chelsea. At least Roman, when he came in, right, he knew nothing about football, right? But what did he go and do? He went and brought Peter Kenyon in, because he knew this man knew his stuff, right?
100%.
These guys done nothing. They go and bring some flipping Brighton flipping, what do you call it? They want to
Flip
call
flop
them
drivers.
flip flop flipping sporting directors, bro.
Yeah,
right?
I call them flip flop drivers.
You know,
the washing machine bags.
yeah,
That's what I call them. I call these directors the flip flop dryers and the washing machine bags because, yes, you might bring in players, but you don't know clueless what to do. What players
they haven't
you
got a
bringing
clue,
in?
bro. They haven't.
They haven't
got one bit of. I mean, at least as I said, Roman people are going to and anyone coming at Roman. This is what I always say. A lot of fans are now. I've seen. You know what? The one thing I'll say right is this, right? Since this news came out about a Roman and about this whole situation with the way he was dealing with the transfer dealings of Hazard, Willian, Eto'o, and so on, right? I've seen the hate come towards this guy, right?
Yeah.
Anyone hating on Roman Abramovich, yeah, you should take a good look at yourselves, right? Yeah. And ask yourself, are you really Chelsea fans? Because this guy, we were winning things before he came. He just took us to other levels. But people seem to have short memories. And all of a sudden, this ownership have become the dons of every other, up and down every single flipping fan base of all the fans, yeah? What have they actually done for us? Nothing, mate. 2 trophies under them, right? 2 trophies. But look what they're going and buying. Look at the people they're hiring and firing. I mean, we had that one guy, Christopher Vivell. What an excellent director. What did we go and do? They went and got rid of him. And only why? Because he didn't like the way these sporting directors were doing their job. And you know what? Yeah,
he walked out.
I said this as well, Dan, right? Yeah. Christopher Vivell had the Enzo Fernandez deal all wrapped up at 60 million or something like that on a 5-year contract. Because it was only a 5-year contract, they want to get him signed for life, jail sentence contract. So they go and put the extra money down on the table for him and pay it in whatever they want to call it, and pay it in how many ways they want to pay it in, right? Yeah, of a certain many years to pay it each year. But still, put him on a flipping 8-year contract because he didn't get them on an 8-year contract, right? Yeah, what he said, this ain't for business, mate. I'll go, I'll leave, and he left. Do you know what I mean? But unfortunately, a lot of our fan base have just like completely been brainwashed of this ownership, bruv. It's shocking.
Yeah, I know. It's shocking, mate. It's literally shocking. Like with all these vivid seats and all these, like when you're watching the game, you've got people laying in beds at the end of what we do, and then what? Yeah, now they've knocked down the heritage of Chelsea Football Club of all them big logos of the back of like Roman's area and all
everything of Roman. If you notice, everything about Roman has been wiped off of there. But I'm still seeing the one thing I'm still seeing is Roman's army on there. But they're trying to get that wiped away as well because they don't want nothing. Everything associated with Roman.
All the banners
want out. They want it out.
Yeah, they do.
And the other one I'm shocked about, JT, Captain Legend. You know the one with Captain Legend Leader. That one at the very top. They're trying to have that wiped off as well. By the way.
Yeah.
Because that's how bad it's becoming with
him. On that top bit now, it's just the Club World Cup now, isn't it? It's got the Club World Cup champions.
It's like, and this is what I'm trying to say about the fans, bruv. All you man out there and all the people that are giving this ownership, look what they're doing to the club. They're wiping history away from us in terms of what they're taking away. Everything to do with Roman, they're taking away. Now they want to take down the Captain Legend Legion and that big poster. They want to take that down as well. But so far, that stayed up there, by the way. That's going nowhere.
I know that statue.
Oh, Pete Osgood.
Yeah, they want to knock that down as well.
Man, what are we doing here, man?
They want have a fresh history. No Roman Abramovich area. These owners.
Yeah, and who they're going to put there instead? Todd Bowley.
Yeah, probably Todd Bowley. Yeah, statue of Bowley. Yeah.
Oh my days, mate! Everyone will be putting graffiti on that, bruv.
Yeah. Spraying it pink.
Spraying it, bruv. Oh man! If they were to ever do that,
I would spray it. I'll put like a big dick, like pink, and then having something to do.
Listen, I cannot see Pete Osgood's statue being taken down from there, bruv. There's no way that's going to happen. He's the guy, bruv. You can't take his statue away from there, bruv. No way.
Nah,
that's something they will not do.
They apparently will do. Well, Stamford Bridge might not be assisted because they're trying to buy a new stadium, isn't they? And they're going to knock that might knock that
Oh, we're
down.
not getting. Well, I tell you what, brother. If they don't want Earl's Court, I suggest to make a move on because I've only got till December to get those things to get everything in line. Because
but
it's all going to. Otherwise, the development's going to take it away.
Yeah.
So if they want that, they got to move their. They got to move their backsides and get that sorted out, bruv.
Yeah.
But for
So,
me, they
question.
should stay. Yeah, go on. Go on.
No, guys, you a quick
No,
question to say.
Go for it.
Yeah. So if they did go make a new stadium,
Yeah.
what happens to our statues, Peter Osgood?
They take that statue to the next stadium.
But
As far
what
as I'm
happens
concerned.
if they don't?
Either that or they've got to do something. They can't just. Then there's no way they can. At the end of the day, they can still keep Stamford Bridge. I said this already, mate. Right? Yeah. They can still keep Stamford Bridge, okay, and keep it for the ladies' team. I said this already. Let the ladies play in there, yeah, as their ground. They can at least get some more revenue in. 42,000, they'll get there at least. And let's be real, I've been to a ladies' game before, mate. They do sometimes. They do actually. Their stadiums do actually get full up for their games they go, so they can easily fill up Stamford Bridge with the ladies' team easily. Yeah,
cool, 100%. I agree.
Right. So for me, you keep Stamford Bridge and you go and you still try and get Earl's Court. So Pete Osgood's statue can still remain there. Because obviously that is the history. That is still our club of history. That's why I still keep Stamford Bridge for that reason, bruv. You keep it there, but then it depends. Also, it depends for finance situations. Can they afford to keep two grounds? That's the other thing. Probably not.
I totally agree, DJ. Because even though we've been talking about the sponsorship as well, I know I originally was meant to do a half an hour stream, but it's 2 hours and 20 because
oh, brother, you
better.
Better,
No, but it's good because I haven't done a stream for a long time, and I just want to catch up with everything since the last 2 years because it's better to do this thing. With the sponsorship, it's still we have had a shambles. We've had two preview sponsorships just like temporary. Yeah. And now we're still talking about now they've got another sponsorship and it still hasn't even happened. And even though we've been hearing all this last week, it's now official for 40 million sponsorship where they can go for 60. So when is this sponsorship on the shirt going to actually happen?
The news I've got about the sponsorship, brother, is that nothing's going to be revealed until the international break. That's when the sponsorship is going to be fully in place. It's going to be done. Now, we still don't know who the sponsorship deal is. I'm still trying to find out who it is. I've heard various things. It's someone says it's an IT-based company. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. I don't know who it. I'm still trying to get more info on that. But as far as I know, nothing's not going to be mentioned about the sponsorship until the international break. Then something's going to come out about it then. So rather than all this negativity crap that we always get every international break about players this and players like the press like to go and spread so much rubbish about us, the only thing they'll be talking about possibly in the international break will be about a sponsorship deal. So that should and by the way, we've only got that till the end of the season, by the way, or no, for a year. Wow. And then they've got to start it all over again. So again, you know what, bruv? When we won the Club World Cup, bruv, they were trying to be greedy to get a 60 million sponsorship deal right now. And my understanding is the three possibilities that we heard, what we talked about was Flying Emirates. Okay, we talked about Qatar Airways, and there was Microsoft were the three that were mentioned. They could have easily got any of those deals done, bruv, at that kind of money, and they decided to hold back on it now. Because it's been obviously since that's happened, since they held back, there's other crap's come out about our stupid 70 charges or 75 charges, whatever you want to call it. Now all of a sudden, sponsors are very particular about wanting to come and see. They want to see what's going on with the football club before sponsoring us, right? So they want to see exactly what they're sponsoring into. That's why a lot of them are holding back now. Yeah. But before this charges thing had happened, they could have got a sponsorship in deal long before this even got mentioned, bruv. So once again, they ruined it all again. Instead of getting Qatar Airways, Flying Emirates, or Microsoft, whoever it was, to get this all sorted out, or was the other one was what was the other one? Oh mate, what was the other airline? We talk about it a lot, bruv. Qatar, Flying Emirates, and there was another one.
Oh yeah,
Oh, for good's sake.
It's just a Saudi one, wasn't it?
Ryanair. They're the
Ryanair
three.
one.
They're the ones that were mentioned along with the Microsoft company. Now we could have got a deal. They could even got Dermac back for a little while. That was a good sponsor. Or even
Infinite.
Yeah, Infinity athlete could have come back.
Athlete,
Yeah, but they've messed around so much with the sponsor, and you know what? You know how pathetic it is. A club of our size, bruv, with no sponsors on our shirts. Do you know how pathetic that is? Toon. Yeah.
That's my mate. That's my mate. Ass. He's
up.
no. I tell you how the sources about Newcastle Football Club.
Yeah.
That's my mate Supermax, who I play on Xbox.
Oh, big up to you, mate. Big up to you.
Yeah, you're on tonight, Dan. Yeah, maybe I maybe be on tonight, us or not. We play Call of Duty, so yeah, I might be on, I might not, us. But yeah, but big ups to every new people in the chat. By the way, Defiant Divin's dead. I'm begging someone at their club remembers Mark Gui exists.
Yeah.
And then big up to at Ramin7. After 4 seasons, can't even find a sponsor. Then they tell me Abramovich didn't know how to run a club. We are a sustainable club now. Even the smallest club in the Conference League had a sponsor. 100%.
Spot on, bruv. 100%, mate.
Oh, yeah, spot on. That's spot on straight away, mate. Spot on to that. Yeah, proper spot on. Like this, but the thing is, DJ, with the club financial with the sponsor, it is a joke. We're seeing every single club in the Premier League got a sponsor apart from us.
It's pathetic, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
a club like ours, bruv. World champions, bro, with no flipping sponsor on our shirt, bruv. Oh my god, that makes it worse.
DJ, my mate asked Brentford versus Newcastle score, lads. I'll say it's a tough game for Newcastle. The way I see their performance with Newcastle, I reckon.
Yeah,
is it a Saturday's game or is that a Sunday's game?
Yeah, I mean, look, it is a tough.
And they're at Brentford as well.
Brentford are not an easy team, bruv. They're not an easy team to beat. I'll give you guys a draw in that game. I'm going for a draw. I'm going to go for a draw in that game. I don't think Newcastle are good enough because I think they are. I think their striker has been absolutely what a signing he's been. What a player! What a player they've got there. Is it Walter Meada?
Walter Meada, yeah.
What's a player he is,
the guy we were trying to sign. The guy we was trying to sign.
And then Bayern Munich tried to sign him as well, but failed.
Yeah, but failed as well.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go 2-1 Brentford.
I'm gonna give Newcastle a bit of it. I'm gonna give them a draw in that game. I know Brentford's a very tough place to go to, but on their day, Newcastle can cause issues and problems. And I think Walter Messi, is that what they call him? Walter Messi.
Yeah, Walter Messi. He always says it. He used to Who else did you used to say used to be Messi Superbag? So he used to crap me up because he was crap. He used to be a winger. He was on the left hand side for Newcastle. And he didn't last there for long. They got rid of him.
How long ago?
It was like some Chinese guy. Was he tight? Ash will know who I'm on about. Supermax will know who I'm on about. He used to always say he's the next type of Messi. Yeah, he came to
how long ago did he play for them, bruv? How long ago are we talking?
I figure about 3 or 4 seasons ago, and he was crap.
You're not talking about. Is it Nobby Solano?
Not Nobby Solano.
He was brilliant for them, mate, on the wing.
Who was that? Not after Ben Arthur. After when they sold Ben Arthur, that's when the guy came in. But then also they bring in another one. He said he was like Messi. I can't remember his. And he had one good season. After that, he was crap the next season, and they got rid of him.
I'm trying to think who you're talking about.
Ash will know who I'm on about. Supermax will know what I'm on about. But yeah,
because I knew a lot of their. Well, when I say I knew, I didn't know, but I know some of the top players that Newcastle had. I'm trying to think of this kid's name that you're talking about.
If I paid for Streamio, flipping needed with Sterling.
Where was he from? Was he? What country was he from? Do you know? Was he European? Was he South American?
It was European. It was European. He knows who I'm on about. He was the first time when they signed him for Newcastle, he was the guy from Japanese. But the other one, I think he was
It's European, right? Do you
He
know?
was,
Is it what was he playing?
the
What,
first one
what,
was Japan, but the second one he was in
what
European.
position was he playing? Was he a winger?
It was a winger. It was right wing.
Right wing for Newcastle.
He used to play for. He used to play with Saint Maximin as well. But the first kid who he signed said it was Messi. Me and my mate started laughing. He was crap for him. Didn't hardly get any game after that. They got rid of him. And then us Supermax was trying to tell me he was the next Messi because he was banging goals in a different. Mutu, that's it. Mutu.
I think Mutu winger. Was he a winger, right?
Yeah, it was a winger. And who was that other winger? Who just not long ago? He had one good season, Supermax, and then you got rid of him. I think he's Sevilla. No, he ain't Sevilla, isn't he? 2014. That's when they sold him after that in 2015, 16.
To who? Do you know they sold him to?
Well, I can't remember. Mutu was a forward. No, not Mutu. I'm not on about Mutu. He was a winger. As for no Supermax, you'll know what I'm on about. You told us he used to be Lionel Messi. Next best line on Messi, but he was terrible that first. He was terrible. He got rid of him. Then they signed another, and then he said he signed another Messi, but he was all right. It weren't bad. Oh, what the fuck was his? Oh, sorry, my friends. What was his name?
You know, it buggers. You know, the worst thing of all is, right? You know, when you know a player, right? You can see the picture in your head of who he is, but you can't get the player's name. That is so irritating. That is.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean, you know who you're talking because I know who you're talking about as well. I just can't get the player's name. Because I know. The reason why I said Nobby
Let me type it up.
I know it was him. What a player he was, by the way, for Newcastle. Dan.
Who's that?
Nobby Solano. Do you remember him?
Who's that? Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, Nobby Solano.
Nobby Solano. I do remember Nobby Solano.
What a player he was for Newcastle. Your mate would remember him very well. He's a Newcastle fan.
Yeah. Was it be 2021? You can still hear me, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Newcastle United 2021 players. All right. Let's have a look. I'll see if I can share screen it as well. All right. In 2021, right?
Yeah.
They had Saint Maximin, John Joe Shelby, Andy Cowell, Jamal Lascelles still there. Not Jamal Lewis. Callum Wilson, Isaac Hayden, Frederick Fernandez, Javier McKay, Carl Dallo, Jeff Hendrick, Jolie and Matt Ritchie, Miguel Amorim.
Oh, Miguel Amorim. Oh yes, I remember him.
Yeah, this is the one Superman said it.
To be fair to him, bruv, he did score quite a few goals for Newcastle, man. He was actually quite good when he first arrived.
He tried and made that. He was the next.
They signed him from the club in America, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think the club. Who's the club they signed from in America? Did he not go back there to the same club?
I don't know. I think
it's where he's gone. Has he gone back there now? I think he's gone back to the same club, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Miguel Amorim. Yeah.
No, who's the?
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Can you remember us when you said Song Yong Kai used to be the next Lionel Messi as well?
Song
Yong Kai, yeah, the Japanese guy.
Oh,
that's
mate.
They're the two. They're the two. Yeah. Former winger player for both for Chelsea and Newcastle. Now, I've got it up. So I got it up for you, bro. big ups to Tobago, man. Long time no seen.
Oh, Tobago.
Tobago, CFC. Big ups to my bro.
Big up.
Just greetings you and good night. I hope we smash Wolves tomorrow, 100%, bro. Hit the like buttons. He went to Atlanta.
Did he not? Did they? Wait a minute. Did he not sign? Who did he sign? I thought. Did he not used to play from before that? Who was the club he played? The Solani. See, you remember Solani? He was an excellent player for you guys, mate. He was.
Solani.
I remember him very well. I mean the Almarin. Yeah. Did they not? Is he gone back to the same club they signed him from? I know they signed him from. I know they signed him from America originally as well. When the club he used to play for in America.
Right, let me just type in. Newcastle.
Who's the club they got?
What's his name?
From? Almarin. Miguel Almarin. Miguel Almarin.
Miguel Almarin. I'll type it up now and see. Miguel. I'll just type it up now. What club does Miguel Almarin play for now?
Yeah.
It's still at Atlanta United FC.
Is he still there? Is he?
20, yeah, he's still there. 2025 and Paraguay national football team.
Yeah, Paraguay.
Yeah,
He's Paraguayan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miguel Almarin leaves Newcastle in tears after key. Miguel Almarin said he feels like he is at home now. What he was returning to Atlanta United. Almarin 12.5 million removed from the Premier League side. Oh man, I thought Newcastle still had him.
Yeah,
I thought Newcastle still had him.
Yeah. No, I know. I thought he actually went out on loan, but I think he's gone permanently now.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so basically, Almarin was got from Atlanta and then sold back to Atlanta.
You see, I knew it was from Atlanta. I knew there was a club in it. I knew that was the club. I just didn't know the club it was, but yeah, I had a feeling he went back to the same club. But yeah.
100%.
Yeah, but listen, bro. As I said, the sponsorship deal won't be mentioned until the international break. We'll get some more news on that then. I think we're gonna have. I think we'll start having them on our front of our shirts. I do believe first game back after the international break. I think that's against Burnley. Crossed. I think Burnley. Is it Burnley after the international break? 12:30 kickoff.
Yeah. Burnley 100%. 12:30 kickoff as well.
Yeah.
I said, as Superman said, Chelsea 3, Wolves 0.
Yeah, I hope so, bro. We better. I hope to God we won't give them, charity FC tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, give them the two.
Be the worst thing of all.
We was a 3 away to them, didn't we? And then we conceded 3 goals back, didn't we?
Pathetic that was, bro.
That was pathetic. Yeah, I hope we don't do that tomorrow.
I'll tell you, tossing starts tomorrow, bro. Then you can say it will happen.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
If he starts tomorrow in that centre back position, bro, tomorrow, mate, I'm gonna be livid, mate. I'll tell you that right now. He needs a break from this team, bro, or he needs to be sold in January. One of the two, mate. He needs to be gone.
I agree. I literally agree.
I know Cole Palmer loves him around because he had him at whatever Manchester City or whatever. But at the end of the day, this is Chelsea Football Club. It's not about Cole Palmer and what he wants. At the end of the day, if this guy's not it, he needs to be sold. I'm hearing also that I heard another news coming out today that Chelsea might be using make-way deal for Chalobah to go to Crystal Palace and Adam Waterman to come the other way. It's part of the deal. That's apparently I heard that news.
Yes,
but I can't. The midfielder, Walt. Oh God, what's his name? The Palace midfielder. Well, apparently he's linked with us, and there's talk that they want to negotiate with Chalobah going the other way. That's part of the deal.
Yeah. Can I got it. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Yeah, I got it up. Can you see
Has
it?
it come up? Has it? I heard about the news.
Yeah, it's come
I
up.
didn't know. Has it come up? Has it? I only heard about this from. Well, I won't say. I got told this from somebody else. So well, before the news obviously has come up, I didn't even know it came up, bro. So it's obviously something. It must be something in it then, if that's the case.
All right. I've got the share screen up, so I can actually share screen the game for the watch long
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the fixtures. What's coming up after Wolverhampton? We have Burnley, Barcelona, Arsenal, then Leeds United.
So Burnley, Barca. So Burnley should. Well, that's gonna be a tough game, bro. I mean, they're playing really well. I mean, man, I know what you got Dunham over the other day, but I mean, Arsenal beat him 2-0, didn't they? But again, it was set piece FC style goals, as usual. Yeah, I mean, look, again, I'm not taking that game for granted. It should be a banker for Chelsea to win, but we know after international break what we're like after international break. So yeah, I mean, but still, I'm still going for us to win that game. Barcelona, believe it or not, Dan, I'm actually thinking we could win that game, bro, because it's the kind of thing we will do. We'll turn up for a big game like this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we got two home games.
Probably
got
turn
two
it
home
over,
games.
and then Arsenal, and then I tell you what, bruv, the one I want to see. Obviously, I want to beat Barcelona, of course, but the one fixture that has that week 13, bro, Sunday, November the 30th, bruv. We have got to do these man over. We have to, bruv.
Yeah.
I don't want these man coming to break our record, mate. What they're on 3 goals at the moment, only conceding 3 goals. We're on 15, the least so far. I don't want that record broken, bruv. I don't want that record broken. So this day we need to So hopefully it starts against Sunderland tomorrow. They lose that game tomorrow, I hope, and then they hopefully will be, they'll be all whatever. But then knowing our luck, Dan, check this out, bruv. After international break, what's the odds on Kai Havertz is back? What are the odds on Odegaard is back? What's the odds on that all their players will be back when it comes to Chelsea's game, mate? I bet you that all their players fit for that game.
100%, yeah. Oh my god.
Do you know what I mean? So
yeah. So we got Burnley, then Barcelona, Arsenal, then Leeds United.
Oh, and we've got dirty Leeds.
Yeah,
another
dirty
one.
Leeds. Yeah.
Dirty Leeds, mate. We got to do them over 100. That's another fixture we must win, 100%, bruv, because of the opposition, who they are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. That's the games. What's coming up? We've got a big heavy month.
Well, Cole Palmer should be back, mate. I mean, I heard he will be back for the Barcelona game. So if he's back for the Barcelona game, that means he'll be back for the Arsenal game.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is going to be which will be good. And I think you might see Esteval and Cole Palmer starting in the same team, bruv. Then properly, regularly.
So before I end the end of the stream here, what's the predictions out after the Wolves? I know it's going to be a win tomorrow. So the Burnley, Barcelona, Arsenal, and Leeds. Give me your predictions. How many wins we're going to get out of that?
I'd say we're going to get. I'm going for at least 2 wins. No, including the Leeds game, I'm going for 3 wins and possibly a draw against Arsenal. Listen, I'm not sitting here saying Barcelona are an easy team. I'm not saying that at all. But they're not exactly being great themselves either. And let's be real. These players will get themselves up for this game, bruv. It's gonna, you already know, Dan, right? Yeah, how the headlines are going to be in that game, don't you?
Yeah,
it's going to be Esteval versus Yamal. That's how it's going to be. That's how the headlines are going to be for that game. That's the preview for that game.
See, Esteval,
Yamal. Do you know what I mean? 2 of the brightest young talents to come out of world football on the same pitch against each other.
I'm going to be brave. I'm going to be brave. I know Barcelona. Yeah, we're the big dogs by Barcelona. I say I've got a feeling, right, Burnley might do something against us because this will happen against Sunderland. But I think we could go the way the performance tomorrow. If I see the performance tomorrow against Wolves, if we go dominate Wolves tomorrow, these next fixtures, I think we'll go for a home win. I think we'll go a full one. I think we'll beat Burnley. I think we'll beat Barcelona. Arsenal. I want us to beat Arsenal. We have to beat Arsenal. I think we could beat Arsenal. If Cole Palmer's back, we'll beat Arsenal. Not by a big score, but I think I think it'll be out because the last time we dominated, we slapped them so hard.
I'd love Dan. Do you know I'd love Dan? I'd love us to score. I'd love us to score the winning goal as a set piece goal, bruv.
Yeah, yeah, same.
Do you know what I mean? Beat them at their own flipping game, mate. Do you know what I mean?
You guys
Yeah,
done
we
us a
did.
favour with
Yeah, we did, bro. You did. I know Newcastle wanted him, weren't they? They were actually put.
Yeah.
Did they not? Were they not actually offering to put 16? Is it 16 or 14 million on the table for him? Something like that, even.
Yeah.
Before he stayed on at Fulham for the year, and then he went on a free, didn't he? But
Yeah.
you guys are glad. I'm telling you that right now. You're good. It's good that you guys missed the boat on Tossing, bruv. Because let me tell you this right now, but the guy has been absolutely crap. He's been pants for us, man. Absolute pants for us, bruv. I mean, I don't understand how a manager can play this guy. Honestly, I really don't. He's been every time I get worried now when I see the lineup, see Tossing's name on there. Before it used to be, before it used to be Disassi. Now it's Tossing, mate. He's the new Disassi, mate. The disaster.
Yeah.
100%
agree on that. Just checking. Just checking.
Yeah, you'd be lucky if you find anything on there, bruv. All I know is
the sponsor, right? Chelsea font of the shirt sponsor announced could drop any day now. Font of the shirt sponsor are the real brand markers for football club, especially in today's day and a game. The Chelsea are in talks with multiple top global brands over 60 million a year.
That's the old news, bruv. But trust me, it's not 60 million. We're getting a 40 million sponsorship deal, bruv, or 30 million. It ain't 40. That boat sailed, bruv. When they had the chance to do it for 60, okay, they didn't do it. So they've now wrecked that now. So but an announcement I'm expecting yeah, it could drop any day. It's dropping it's gonna drop in the international break, bruv. If not before that. Because don't forget, we got 2 weeks of international football. So it's gonna so until they play again. Is it 2 weeks or 1 week? I can't remember. I think it's 2 weeks, isn't it? Until I think that was it 24th. When's the next game against Burnley? Is it 24th or 25th?
Yeah, it's
the 20. Hold on, I'm off that week, so I should know. Saturday, it'd be Saturday. It's just what? It's a four. What? It's actually it's a it's 12:30 kickoff. So that'll be 11 o'clock. That'll be on a Saturday. So that game is going to be on the. It's on the 22nd, right?
Yeah.
Be on the 22nd, bro.
This was beautiful. This was. Yeah, that was beautiful. That there, Infinity Athlete. That was nice on that kit, man. I think that. Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
You put yourself on mute, bro.
All right.
Can't hear you, bruv. It's definitely not mine because I'm on full here. All right, cool. I think Dan is just got a bit of has got a bit of a situation with his internet, everyone, if you're still in the chat. Yeah, but as I said to Dan, I'm expecting when I say I think we're expecting a announcement on our sponsorship deal, a front of the shirt sponsorship deal in the international break. But again, we don't know who that is. There's rumors going around. It's an IT company, but I don't know who, to be honest with you. But all I know is it's definitely going to be announced. So hopefully we'll get something during that international break on that. But people in the chat, I mean, I don't know whoever's left in the chat. I mean, I do believe I saw Dan's mate from Newcastle, the Newcastle fan there. What is your prediction for your team's team over the weekend, bro? Do you think you're going to beat Brentford? Anyone else in the chat that got your thoughts and comments on things? I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. What you think how the game's going to go this weekend? So I'm just reading on the comments section here. Oh, you're back, Dan. Bro, you there? Dan. Oh, he's gone again. So let's read what the comments are saying. So in the comments, so hit the let's see. So where we were left off with. So big up to you again, Super Mags. Chelsea 3-0. You think we're going to beat Wolves 3-0? You guys done us a favour. Yeah, we did do you a favour of tossing, as we said already. What yeah, that you guys would be happy not to have got him. He's been a disaster for us. Adam Wharton, yes, that's the defend. That's the midfield I was talking about from Crystal Palace. Let's talk that. We must be possibly looking at him and Chalobah as a possibly going the other way. Whether it happens this January, I don't know, or will it happen in the summer? I don't know. But there's talk of that happening in the either as I said in January or the summer. You back, Dan? Dan?
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, God,
Can you hear me?
My
internet. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, bro. Yeah, I can hear you.
My mic was playing up and my internet started playing up. You can hear me now, yeah?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. I was just reading the comment section.
He goes.
I was just reading I was just reading the comment section for you while you were off.
Right. Yeah, I hope.
So,
well, yeah. I'm basically DJ, yeah, but I've got to go because my missus shut down. Miss me.
That's fine, bro. No, that's cool, bro.
I think that because my missus saying the Virgin people outside now doing the electrics, doing the internet. They're putting a new cables in now, so that's why it's cutting off. But I'm doing a watch long tomorrow, and if I'm still streaming, and if if not, I'll let you know. I'll make another one before tomorrow night about the highlight of the game of Wolverhampton, and we could do like a short one for that, DJ.
Yeah.
If you want. Yeah.
Let
me know what time you're back. What I'll do, I'll sit down at 8 o'clock. I'll sit. What is 8 o'clock of? Yeah, 8 o'clock. Yeah. Good. See you. Good banter. Yeah. Good luck for Brentford Supermax. But everyone, yeah. But yeah. So yeah.
Smash the like, everyone.
So after the watch long, if I might stay on, I might stay on and just talk about the highlights after the game. Blue Cloud, you still live, Dan? I am still live. Yeah, I'm literally now going to officially get off. Nii. We've had a really good 2.5 hours of chat about Chelsea. I've been on for 2. It's been brilliant. I've got loads of people in there. Yeah, I've got loads of viewers now. 7 viewers like coming in, and been excellent. And I've found out how to share the screen, so that's good. Yeah, share play the screen. But once I got my proper StreamYard and that, then could do some more stuff on that. Yeah, a lot of people in the chat come. Big ups to everyone in the chat anyway. Everyone in the chat, thank you for being so supportive in the chat. There was loads of good questions as well. I want to big ups Tobago, Ramin, Divine Dead, his name is. My boy Supermags. Yeah, Chelsea Sessions, Ty. God of Frogs, CFC
Yeah.
Gamer. Big ups to Nick, Blue Cloud Media, who've coming on supporting the channels when he came on earlier, and to you, my bro DJ. Big ups to you as well, my
It's
bro.
a pleasure, bruv. Pleasure, bruv. Sorry I was late coming on.
I know. No, it's all right, mate. It's all right. It's all right. Just finished the stream with Mo.
Okay.
Flipping hell. Finally eating my
eating his
full
dinner.
dinner.
Oh,
But
poor
yeah,
guy.
Mo didn't.
Enjoy your dinner.
Mo
Enjoy your dinner,
probably
Nii.
did a short one, innit? But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just been sorry. I know we don't do a long live. It's been 2 years and I haven't done one. And we've actually caught up with everything about the club, how much is a mess, and we spoke about everything about what's happening about the club.
Yeah.
New season, new start, new fresh start. Hopefully we could do well. Hopefully we can finish in top 4 this season. I'm not going to say nothing yet because it's early days, but few like when Cole Palmer come back, and we shared the screen with the fixtures coming up as well, and then we also shared the prediction of the players and done the scores. But yeah, DJ, thank you for all the support,
No,
mate.
bruv. And just a quick one, Dan. Remember,
mate.
everyone, win, lose or draw, Blue Co out.
Yeah, Blue
lose
Co
or
out,
draw,
definitely
bruv.
100%.
Blue Co out.
And also, we see things that you'll never see. Up the Chelsea Football Club, where the Mighty Blues, Club World Cup champions for 4 years. Just remember that. Even though I'm happy we won it, but the performance for a minute, I'm still not happy because we're meant to be Club World Cup winners, and we're not like seeing proper Chelsea doing what they do. But the thing is, we won it all. Just remember, guys, Tottenham Hotspurs. We did it again. We did it again.
Spurs in
Oh,
the mud,
Tottenham
bruv.
Hotspurs. We did it again.
They're in the mud, mate. Even though they
Deji
won 3-0
Spurs.
the other night, they're in the mud.
Yeah. 100%. Big up to Deji Spurs and all. Yeah, he didn't cut. Look, I went to do a stream with him earlier. He couldn't make it because he had a bad back, but he never replied back. I said to him, I'll rearrange it for next time. But yeah, so guys, I'm going to do a watch long tomorrow. Wolf, Chelsea versus Wolf. That'll be my last watch long till my operation on Monday. Soon I'll come back. Cheers, my brother. Soon I'll come back. I'll be straight back on live stream. Then we'll be talking about more things. About for that month away. Yeah, because next month it will be a month away. Hope I come back when I do a live stream, DJ. We've got some good result against Arsenal and Barcelona.
100%, man. That's the one for me, mate. I think that's the one for me. I think after the international break that I want to see us do even more than Barcelona, bruv, is Arsenal. It's only because you know I just want to not just obviously just beat them because I just can't stand them.
Arsenal fans up.
Yeah. Secondly, yeah, it's just shutting up because they're already celebrating like they've won the title, and that's what's more annoying. They're already starting to talk about parades. Yeah. Okay, call it whatever they want to call it, whatever. I'm hearing fans singing out parades now. Oh, should we do a parade when we win the Champions League as well after that? Thinking these men are thinking, my God, they are thinking big, aren't they? And by the way, Arsenal fans, to you Arsenal fans, by the way, sorry, Dan, I know you want to end the stream, but just a quick thing. All you Arsenal fans, man, what is up with you guys and our man? What's up with you guys and our man Caicedo, man? You guys are so obsessed with this dude. All I've heard this whole week from the Arsenal fans on X, on Twitter Space, on flipping on streams. Oh, Caicedo, this and Caicedo. You man are more obsessed with Caicedo than you are with Declan Rice. Mate, Declan Rice is your player. Concentrate on him. Stop concentrating on a Chelsea player. I know you want him, but it's never ever going to happen. And he's a better player than Declan Rice. Yeah, let's be real. I mean, let's be real. I'll be real with you. They're both excellent players.
Caicedo is the best midfielder in the world.
Bruv, they play different positions. Okay, Arsenal should be happy they got a player like Declan Rice, but instead of enjoying the guy, no, you're talking about another team's player. That just tells you how messed up the fan
That's what they want at their club.
Concentrate on your own players, man. Don't worry about Chelsea's players, bruv. You're never going to get a guy say that.
100%.
Yeah, be happy of Declan Rice. He's an excellent talent, a brilliant player. By the way, he comes from the Chelsea youth ranks, by the way, just to let you guys know that as well. Yeah. Okay. So all the Arsenal fans that knock out Chelsea players, well, you got two players playing for you there at the moment, mate. Yeah. Okay. One of them has actually come through the youth ranks. Yeah, playing for you. He's by far one of the best midfielders in the world. So stop this whole Caicedo
100%.
chat, because not one Chelsea fan saying anything about it. It's all you Arsenal fans that keep talking about Caicedo. Yeah. Drop it. Just stick with your own player, man. Stick with Declan Rice.
100%.
Worry about him.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
100%, DJ, because I think they want him at Caicedo at the club. We all know that
Yeah,
Caicedo
bruv.
is one of the
They're so
best,
obsessed with
one of
him,
the best
mate, this whole
midfielders.
week.
Obsessed. One of the best. This is one of the best midfielders in the world at Chelsea in the Premier League,
Yeah.
and they're just they're getting salted again, hated because they know that they want that player at Arsenal who might win the league. With Declan Rice, it won't do it. But anyways, DJ, I'm gonna
Yes,
have
bruv.
to head off, mate.
I know,
I'm
bruv.
gonna
That's fine, man. That's
yeah,
all I
but,
want to say.
man,
Sorry, bruv.
it's 3 hours and
But
5
big up
minutes,
to you,
yeah.
bruv.
But it's been good show, man. I could
Has
do
been.
this all. I could be doing this all
Nah,
night if I
bruv.
wanted to.
It's family time, bruv. Family time.
Yeah, family time. But you come back for work. But I'll be doing a watch long tomorrow, guys. 8 p.m. Come and check in for that. I will definitely be doing a watch long. I should have my mate a few people to come and to do the watch long with me. If not, I'll just be on my own and just sit there and do it my own and watch long, just like watching the Chelsea game. It'd be fun for me. But yeah, so everyone who's been tuning in onto YouTube, up the Chelsea, thank you for subscribing. Hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Let's get road to 400 now. Get back to 300, hopefully. Let's get road to 400. Big ups to everyone. Hope you have a good week. Have a lovely weekend for everyone. I hope you have a good weekend. Enjoy family or go out and your friends. Hope Chelsea could do a big thing tomorrow with the 3 points. Don't let us down. Want to see the Arsenal and the Man City fans dropping points. We want to see the big clubs dropping points this weekend.
Yeah.
Be nice if they can. I'd like to see Sunderland beating Arsenal because then we could whip Arsenal to shreds. So yeah, Sunderland beating Arsenal, that'd be so funny at their own ground. But I don't see it happening. But yeah, thanks for everyone coming on. Hope you do well. Enjoy the rest of the thing and peace out. Just and up the Chelsea. Smash the like buttons. Peace.
Up the Chelsea. Peace, guys. Take care.
Up the Chelsea.